Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Sunfall Cycle.
Woo.
Before
Jess, you got good voices. Have you given a
Yeah, that was really
voice
good.
acting, by the way? Have you ever considered that?
No, because I'm terrible at it.
Can I be the first to
awful.
tell you I think you should do it, man? I think you should give it a shot.
I think you should.
Genuinely awful. All of you have much better voices than me. I'm
I'll have
over
my
here
people
like,
talk to you.
hey everyone, it's me. Welcome to my new show. No,
Another good
terrible.
What?
How
Is
dare
that
you?
what you think you
I
sound
feel
like?
like we should have a
All the time.
animated series where we all voice a different character.
I was in
So
an
cool.
animated series where I voiced a different character and it sucked.
What?
Yeah.
No, you're a liar.
Uh,
You're a liar.
Why are you so down on yourself, Jesse? I think you're great.
Thank you. That's why I like you. That's why you're all on this show. Speaking of animation, I'm gonna give you guys a preview. So
What?
while like we've been in the background doing things and making this show wonderful, I have been talking with, we have our little avatars on the screen and they're great and all, but they're like things Steven found that are, whatever. They come with Roll20. So I was like, we gotta do better. So hopefully by next episode, we'll have something like this. Well, this is the this is the little Aya. We're slowly getting there. This is the first sketch of a pre-Aya. So that's going to be there.
Pre-Aya.
Where is it?
It's almost
I'm
done.
waiting
It's
to
on the
see
screen
on
right
the
now.
Be on the stream.
And then we have a nice pre-sketch of an Ankara.
Dude, that looks baller.
Mhm.
Right here.
that's
That
cool.
Ankara looks very nice. That's coming along.
Now I'm seeing them.
Yeah, I see Aya's. That's dope.
Then
I think it very Warhammerish, actually.
we have I'm gonna say the best.
Ooh.
The best looking one right
You look like
here.
something out of World of Warcraft, you dirty, filthy dino.
Because then we have this bad boy right here.
Burn it.
We got
She's
ourselves
wearing all the Mitch Mast armor.
just a glorious, very attractive Sarg with his notepad and everything's wonderful. And you're probably saying to yourself, Jesse, my goodness, what kind of fun stuff is? I don't want to spoil the Armorous one. It's incredible. It's really good. But
These are
we
so
even have a
cool.
Kairos one coming because he's on the show so much. That
Oh,
one is
yes.
coming
Oh,
for him
that's
as well.
awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yay! Yes,
It's really
sir,
good
it's
art.
really
I
cute.
love it.
Those little boots are killing me. I love those boots.
Little
That? Is
And
there fringe on the bottom of that coat?
Oh yes,
Damn
there
right.
is.
it's gonna be the
I
purple
love
coat.
it.
It's gonna be the purple
Coats.
coat with the and we even have NPCs and some monsters and all the different like faced guys, all the guards with their weird cherub masks. We
Oh,
have those
cool.
coming too. So all those are happening,
Nice.
and I'm really excited. So that's coming down the pipeline.
Yay.
That's
Thanks,
so
Jesse.
awesome.
I figure we can
That's-
get all fancy. While we here, we can get all
Just-
fancy.
Just punch up the production value.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It'll still be tiny. No one's gonna see it, but at least we'll know. We'll know those tiny little things are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people.
No, in my heart.
All right. So, yeah, Steven, take it away. I'm gonna give this bad boy to you.
All right, welcome back. Cool. What week is it? Is it week 15,
I
16?
think so. 15.
Has it been that long?
No.
It's
Yeah,
week
yeah. We
15.
were absolutely either 15 or 16. I think
Yeah.
last week might have been 15.
Whoa.
I thought it was 14 last. Maybe it was 15. Yeah, something like that. We've been at this a while.
Yeah, totally. We're killing it. Awesome. So what happened last time? Someone fill me in. What went on? We had all four of you last time, right? We didn't have Kairos last time. Okay, cool. So I think you like talked with Saloon for like an hour.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Penguin, well,
You were a
yeah.
penguin.
scepter, birds, mane, saloon, maybe bad. That other room with the guy in it with the mouth tummy.
Yes.
We looked for things and someone's talking to him now.
Yes. So you recovered one of the like echoes of Maine and brought it back to the Gardens of the Moon. And as a result, Maine is now able to produce icons, spell icons for you. And he
I
can,
noticed
Oh,
that
right.
he was on my shoulder in my sketch. Is that who that is? I have a pet.
Killer.
He's puking up coins on your shoulder. He's puking up coins. Yes.
Yeah, it's so cute.
Fantastic. Yeah. So the main can now sell you spell icons, which are randomly generated, and if you're holding them, you have that spell as a spell you've prepared. So that's awesome. And currently, we've got detect good and evil, right?
Mm-hmm.
And 2 bless. Those are the 2 spell icons that each of you purchased and have brought with you this time. They last until the next time that you return to the Gardens of the Moon. And so you've come back out. You proceeded down the Holy Approach. You went to the well. You got this thing. You went back. You proceeded down the Holy Approach again. You diverted into the Patrician's house, down the pitch black, the Avenue of Night is what it's called, and into the Ring of Relics, where Sarek is now speaking with the Relic Keeper. And Sarek, what is it that has allowed you to speak with him so effectively?
So was it the last episode? I think, at the bottom of the well, we found a scepter that has 3 it has 3 charges of magical spells. One of them is to charm, one of them is to I actually wrote this all down. What am I doing? I'm such a dummy. One of
I think
them
level up the spell.
It's in it's in the chat, I think, right?
One is to inflict disadvantage on saving throws. One is to prevent the target from realizing it was affected by a spell before the spell when the spell wears off. One is as Britt was saying, is it increases the level of a spell cast. And then the other one's just charm. And so I used 3 charges to charm this dude, to prevent him from realizing it's going to wear off, and to inflict disadvantage on his saving throw so he would be charmed.
Yeah, so he's charmed. So you, Sarek, are on the other side of the Ring of Relics, sort of crouched in shadow. Do you have any light with you, Sarek?
No, because I am
you have dark
got
vision.
my fancy eyes.
Yeah, so you are standing in what is effectively daylight, given that the Relic Keeper has all of these candles melted all over his back and is talking to you. Again, the stone in here is very dark gray. There are these large, 5 foot by 5 foot cubes of black onyx that have been carved and inscribed with runes. In front of you is this Relic Keeper with a very worried look on his face. You've been talking to him about specifically that you all need to move the relics to another location. And this is a very important thing that the cult of Dahaka has entrusted you to do. And the Relic Keeper is he's not outright resisting you, but he's kind of like, oh, should I go with them? Should I maybe move to the new location as well? They need to be kept, don't they? So that's what's going on.
Right.
Meanwhile, we have investigated a number of rooms, and Kara, you're currently standing in one of these small alcoves that just sort of cuts out one of the sides of the ring. You're at the 8 o'clock position, if we think of the ring as a clock. You're at an alcove at the 8 o'clock position. And in here, bolted to the floor, there's an iron frame with crystal panes encasing, as sort of a crystal box, encasing a flail. And the flail looks very fancy. Let me describe it to you again. Or if you remember.
It has the ball of serpents and the spikes that look like fangs.
Yeah.
And I also picked up the jade serpent ring in the last room I was in.
Yes. And you had to reach through a bead curtain made of crystal chimes. And as you did, sort of a musical crystal tune sort of rang out through all the halls. Meanwhile, I think Armoros has had a much more frustrating time moving around. I think originally you were in a room that had an empty mahogany box with a velvet covering and then space for a crystal, but very clearly there's nothing in the box. And then you also moved and you looked in another room. Let's see if I can tell you what's in there.
Didn't he fall into a pit of snakes?
Yeah, totally.
He's surrounded by snakes.
With his
Thought he grabbed
box.
something
With his box.
Yeah, he's got the box. Yeah.
I grabbed something else that was cool, then I fell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was a room with a very clear floor, and the stones of the room were all sort of converging on the center, where stood a staff carved in the shape of a serpent. And you stepped on this clear section of floor, and it immediately dropped out from under you, and you fell 20 feet into a pit occupied by a swarm of poisonous snakes.
Yeah.
Before we catch up with you, Aya, what did you find in?
I found I think something. Oh, a vial. A vial
potion.
full of liquid is on a pedestal and it's surrounded by glowing runes. But I've
Yeah.
got plans, so.
So I think what happens is we hear these chimes sort of chime out through the corridors, and Sarek, you see just a cold sweat break out on the brow of the relic keeper. He says, good friend, good Patrician. Surely we should go attend to the safety of the artifacts. And he just sort of brushes past you. What do you do?
I attempt to grab him by the shoulder in between his candles as to not burn myself. Just very gently no, those are just my colleagues collecting the artifacts. Please, there's no worry. They're all my friends. And I sort of wave over to everyone don't worry, it's fine.
You see Armros walking from one room to the other and then going in, and then you hear this chick.
Is that the sound Armros?
I hope that is.
So how aggressive are you being with this, Sarek? I think the case is he's nervous enough that he's just gonna brush past you unless you physically try to restrain him.
Oh,
so are you trying to
No, I'm not trying to be oh, don't do that. I'm literally trying to be I am the Patrician. Listen to me. It's okay, bro.
Sure. So you're really leaning heavily on your persuade.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a roll.
I will do that. Yeah.
Nice. 7 should do it.
Dope, killer, good, excellent.
Use your inspiration.
I don't think. Do you have inspiration, Jesse?
Yeah, he does because he told us that story and shared.
Ooh.
It was a couple episodes ago, but I have it too.
Yeah, Jesse.
Oh yeah, I mean, if it still works, I thought that if we reset stuff, but yeah, I'll take it.
No, so inspiration persists as long as you have it. You have it. You can only have one at a time. If you lose it, you lose it. Great. I gave you all a special limited inspiration for the battle with the thugs in the street.
Maybe that's where I got confused then.
So many times you are experienced at dealing with them, but you still have your real inspiration. So sure, yeah, okay. So a 15. So that's enough. He turns around and he looks back at you and he says, I worry for the safety of the precious artifacts. And I think that's about Ankara when you get to the second room and you see this case with this mace or flail sitting. And at the same time, that's kind of when Armoros hits the ground. So chunk, you just took your damage. And also, wait, what is down here in the bottom? There's a whole bunch of snakes.
Steven, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Just about timetable. So, there are a total of 5 alcoves on the map.
Yes. Yeah.
Each alcove contains an item.
Yes.
Have, besides the flail, the vial, the box.
Yep.
What have we found? Other things? Have we left things behind?
So from Britt's current position, from Ankara's current position, you've got this flail,
right?
And then next down you had the serpent ring. Then you had
and we took the ring,
the potion. Yeah, Ankara took the ring.
Okay,
and then Aya is looking at this potion. I should probably come back to you and figure out what you're doing with it, Aya. Then continuing around at the 4 o'clock position, that was Armoros' first room with the mahogany box. Now at the 2 o'clock position, Armoros has stepped in where this staff sits.
So basically we've looted everything, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
What is this though?
Okay.
What is that?
What is what? That one up there, Sarek, you can see into the one at the top, and it's just an empty alcove. There doesn't appear to be anything stored.
I was gonna say you should go in there, but never mind. There's nothing in there.
I'm trying to formulate a plan to keep him away from you guys, but if you're just looting everything, that's trouble.
I actually
just
do want
pull
to
a Harry Potter and start throwing up.
Just like a puking pastille.
Yeah, and then he'll have to help you because oh no, the Patrician is ill.
I don't think that's how he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna fall for that for some reason.
Oh no, the Patrician is ill. Oh.
Oh, no.
Legitimately, Aya could actually telepathically communicate this plan to Rain. So this isn't an entirely bad idea, but I wanna like camera zips back through this shadowy glass over top of the empty space where far below there is this 60-foot long 100-arm and 100-legged creature like sleeping on the floor, through the other side over to where Aya stands in front of a ring of glowing runes and a blue potion on the pedestal. Aya, you hear from out in the hall nearby this chick. What do you do?
Fuck. It's Armoros. He's probably fine. I'm gonna try to grab the vial and then go help him because we have a plan and we have to stick to it. So
Totally.
like looking at it, you said there was glowing runes on the floor?
Yes, there's a ring of glowing runes around the pedestal on which rests this potion.
Okay. Do I get the sense that these are like a ward or that they're a curse or that
I remember you used your Arcana last time to try to identify what these runes were. And, sometimes people just they're like fairy lights. People like having them around to decorate a place. Like they look nice, but Yeah.
Yeah.
They probably make the potion seem cooler, but who knows?
Yeah, totally. But I also just heard right after that. Ugh.
True.
So now I'm like, So I don't have time to really mess around with this. I'm just gonna do this quick and dirty Aya style. Can I? What material? Like, is it brick on the ground that is carved into, or stone?
Oh, and it's like large blocks of gray stone.
It should be fine. I'm just gonna do my acid spray on it and see if I can dissolve the runes.
That's a cantrip, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So you
spray acid on it.
You produce acid spray, and it, a gout of acid erupts on the ground and sort of coats the runes, and the runes just sort of glow through. And because the acid is magically produced, it fairly quickly evaporates and fades away. By the way, chat is talking a lot about how the fact that the relic keeper is charmed means that you have advantage on all of your social interactions with him. Anyway, thank you, chat. You're right. So back to Aya. Yeah. So there doesn't appear to be any particular interaction going on.
Okay. So dissolving or starting to wear away the stone doesn't make the runes go away?
Yeah, I think if you had a universal solvent, an actual vial of strong acid that you could pour on it, that might work. But because this is a cantrip, which is the lowest level of magic possible,
it's not strong enough to do anything.
Right. If these runes are magical and they're stronger than your cantrip, then your cantrip is probably not going to be able to affect them anyway. And then also the cantrip is I create a bit of acid that does a little damage and then goes away, rather than a vial of universal solvent is I pour this on the thing and it burns through everything.
Right. Okay. Fair. I shrug and grab it.
Awesome. Yeah.
My wisdom isn't the highest. It's.
Yeah. So you hear Sarek go tumbling down this pit nearby. You stretch your hand out. As soon as your hand passes over the runes, a green flash erupts into your vision.
God damn it.
Ooh, what's your armor class, Aya? It's 13. Ooh, you dodge to the left, and as you jump, an arrow flies out of these runes made of this vicious green light. And it was going to miss you, but you dodged straight into it.
Nice.
Let's see here. Yeah.
Nice.
Cool. You take 8 acid damage from this arrow.
You fight acid with acid. Checks out.
Got it.
Legit. Yeah.
I ain't no basic bitch. We fight only with acid.
Question.
Okay,
This acid arrow, it is could you, let's say, capture said acid arrow and then dump the acid onto the runes?
It's like,
How would you
Bummer.
capture it? Like,
you would
Well-
grab the arrow and then you would turn it over like this and
Like,
you'd
I don't know,
flick
take
the
like a-
acid
like a-
at it.
Kind of, Brit, but you'd catch it in your teeth is actually how
Like
it
a
goes.
jar, maybe, or like, I
you're
don't know,
right. You're
something.
right.
You like capture the arrow and then you put it back, or you use magics and you like whoop, 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 and then you put it back. Yeah, I don't
You
know.
know-
Figure it out.
Ah,
If someone had that idea and had materials handy and tried to make that happen, I would let rolls happen to see. I like that. That's amusing to me. But unfortunately, I did not think of that. So you have
Unfortunately,
now
Aya's
this
melting.
potion of blue liquid in your possession,
hmm
Aya. But you do have this acid burn on your left hand side.
hmm Okay. Do I have to make it back across the ruins with the blue liquid?
No, you just like it's within arm's reach. You reached across it, grabbed the potion,
Okay.
pulled it out. So yeah, you ate an acid arrow, but that was all. Incidentally, the acid is still burning.
Oh, that's nice. I'm gonna go ask Ankara for help.
Cool.
So I'm
You
gonna
take
take my
you take a
mangled
subsequent 2 damage from acid.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take my. Right now, do I take 2 damage? Okay.
Yep.
I'm
right
gonna take my mangled hand or my arm or whatever, tuck the vial into one of my pouches, and just like, kind of like fast walk / like like when you need to pee, like that type of walk over to where
Mhm.
hopefully I heard the curtain of crystals and try to find Ankara.
Cool.
Meanwhile, being like, "Ow, motherfucker!"
Yeah. Go ahead and move your token over to where Ankara is. And meanwhile, Armoros, the floor just dropped out from under you. You fell 20 feet, and then you landed in a softer circumstances than you had originally thought. But unfortunately, as you look around through the like half ajar cherub mask that you're correcting on your face, they're all snakes. It's just like poisonous vipers all around you. So let's see.
do any take any damage from me landing on them?
Ooh, I'm willing to give it to you.
Excellent.
Hang on, let me swarm.
How does Armoros land? Does he land gracefully, or is it just like tonk? Like,
Try
Tell me, Armoros.
on his ass.
take an athletic check.
Yeah, do an athletics check.
Let's find out.
This
how
would
he
be
lands.
acrobatics, actually.
I hope he does
Oh.
like 3 flips and then
Yep.
like lands like this.
-2 to that.
-2, 22, killer. Yeah, you crushed it. It was like a 3-point landing with like the heads of snakes under all 3 points, right?
Nothing surprises me.
10s across the board.
Make a dexterity saving throw, Armoros.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Okay, like your sword didn't go flying. It's still strapped onto your back. It was loosened by the fall, but it's still there, right at hand. So this swarm of poisonous snakes rolls for initiative. Pluck. Ho.
Okay.
And I would need an initiative roll from you as well.
Okay.
This
I
swarm
assume
of
they're-
poisonous snakes rolls for initiative.
24. 24.
They've been
They're-
more down in that pit.
These snakes are aggro. As
They are
Yeah.
This
not
dude
pleased.
just landed on them and stunted on them, fucking dabbed on them with the 3-point landing, and they're not having any of this bullshit.
Armoros, there's like old dried bones down on the floor here. Like as you step and move around, like you're there's cracking and popping under your feet, and it's not just snakes that you're stepping on. There's like small bones, but also like human-sized bones. Very obviously, like other humans have died down here. The snakes just sort of like swarm onto you and up you and just like bite at you, striking in your direction. Oh shit, 22.
It's a hit.
Hitting,
What?
doing you 11 piercing damage.
I am going to use.
Snakes
Oh
are rolling
my God.
ridiculously. And I need you to make a DC-10 Constitution save.
Well, I'm going to parry them
Oh, damn. All right. What does parry do? It reduces the amount of damage you take? Cool.
by D8. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me go down to 3 spirity die. I'll roll a D8. 4, so I take 7.
Yeah, killer. So I guess this is kind of like a challenging parry because you've got like snakes swarming up all over you. But what does it look like? How do you maneuver your parry action in order to like whip snakes off of you?
I'd say it's the classic Indiana Jones. There's snakes on me, so I'm definitely batting heads, and it's not like it's with my sword awesome parry. It's just more of a shirking off the venomous bites.
Yeah, sure, totally.
You want me to take what was it say? Constitution?
Constitution. Yeah, DC 10.
You like Harrison Ford, where you're just like, oh,
Snakes. Why has it got to be snakes? I passed.
oh, so annoying when I'm trying to be Indiana Jones.
Was that your Harrison Ford?
Isn't that what he does? That's like his thing, where he's just like,
All I remember from that scene is how much that one girl.
I'll take half that.
Yeah, you take 5 poison damage.
Marion?
3.
Yeah, she screamed a lot in that movie.
She did
and
nothing
the
to
pit
help
of snakes
that entire scene.
was my limit, where I was like, "Woman,
So much screaming.
yourself."
All right, awesome. So, Aya and Kara, what are you two doing? And Kara, I think you see Aya like stepping towards you very quickly, as if she really, really needs to be.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me see. 1 minute. Maybe if I cast Healing Spirit, I can heal you, and then do I hear Armoros also fall into the snake
Oh,
pit?
I'm. You heard the grunt.
You're screaming.
Like,
Okay.
unhand me, serpents. You'll regret that. Your poison has little effect on me.
So he's
It's just like
totally
echoing up
fine.
this like tunnel thing. Like,
That's so. Sarek, you're sitting there with the,
Oh,
the
no.
relic keeper.
Oh, no.
You hear this: "Unhand me, serpents. Your poison doesn't affect me." And the relic keeper is just like, "Patrician." And Kara, what are you doing?
Yeah, I think
Patrician!
we need to call Jerry.
This is so dumb.
So as she's running over, I'm like, Jerry! And Sherry pops up with this little birthday hat, and he's like, wah, 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 wah. Where do I go? He sounds exactly like a penguin. There's one bird noise I know, and that's it.
I mean, that's what platypuses sound like. Platypuses aren't birds, but that's okay.
Sure, right?
It's-
I mean,
they've got
they
beaks.
have a duck face.
yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
I got nothing. I have no response to
It's
that.
also
Listen,
a fictional world, so it's whatever.
Man, this platypus bird duck beaver is wearing a party hat and healing people with his spirit healing powers. He
So true.
sounds like a bird. All right, I call him forth.
Fantastic. So really quickly, before we move forwards, I want to do a little bit of accounting with you. How many wild shapes do you get a day?
I get 2
7.
per long rest. I believe.
So you haven't used any since the last time you came from the Gardens of the Moon, because you were a penguin, then you went to the Gardens of the Moon, and now you're back,
Yeah.
so you have 2. Cool.
Yes.
And then spell slots, that's a level 2 spell, right?
Yep.
Didn't
we rest at the? Don't we get our spell slots
Yeah.
after
you
resting
totally
at the
do.
moon?
We just want to make sure that you knock it down your level 2 spell slots by 1. Cool.
That's what
Perfect.
this is for, Steven.
What?
It's my
Whoa.
spell slots. I keep track of it by hand, so I really don't mess it up.
Very good. Wonderful. Then I'll keep track of it in Roll20 for you.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. That's why it's not on my sheet.
And we'll meet in the middle, and it'll be great.
Okay. So cast the spell. Whenever you or a creature you can see moves into the spirit's space for that first time on a turn or starts its turn there, you can cause the spirit 1d6 hit points restored. Okay. And then I can move it up to 30 feet as a bonus action on my turn.
Yeah. So you just bring it with you.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So you're firing it out in Aya's space, and Jerry shows up. What does it look like when Jerry heals Aya?
He climbs up people's shoulders and sits on their shoulder, and then goes
So
and
good.
kisses their head, and then that's how they heal.
Oh,
Fantastic.
that's nice.
Yeah.
So would you
He's this
would you
little
like to roll?
platypus paws. Yeah, 1d6.
Is he accidentally injecting them with poisonous healing poisons?
No, I mean he's just
with
his
his
little-
foot barb.
Yeah, his platypus foot barbs.
sure.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you
Those
roll
games where you
1d6 for Aya?
heal them.
God,
4. There you go. Aya, get 4 hit points back. No sweat.
picture's so nice. Says, "Are you a Dementor? Because you take my breath away." Take my breath away.
Oh, this is a very special Valentine's Day episode of Sunfall Cycle. So where I think we were really seeing the sparks fly between the Relic Keeper and Sarek.
And what does it mean that I'm in a pit of snakes, which are rather phallic?
They're just gonna surround you with warm, embracing hugs. Meanwhile, Armoros, it's your turn to react to the warm, embracing hugs of the serpents.
Armoros has waited for this moment. So they're just a single entity, I guess, then.
They're a swarm, yeah.
Okay.
There's like 100 snakes.
Then I shall swing at them with mine sword. Does a 14 hit?
14 does hit. Nails them. So roll your damage.
9.
Let's see here. Can you see the swarm of poisonous snakes that I've got here in front of you?
I see a purple 2-dot thing.
Interesting. Purple 2-dot thing.
Well, it's got a dot for a head and a bigger dot for a body.
Yep. Cool. Good. I like it. I wonder if I have some premium snake assets that I can bring out.
I'm not sure Jeff is even playing a character. It's got 2 dots. It's a 2-dot thing. I see.
You say dots. That I run fighters or paladins that are awfully close to my own personality?
I
what
think
do you,
so.
Entire internet?
Maybe.
Hey, Steven, I have a question. Since when I called Jerry forth, can I do that and kind of cast it at Aya while moving toward where Armoros is? Okay. Sorry, I want to retroactively do that.
So that's my action. Then I get just to clarify, I would get a reaction. Then I could use second wind to get another action and reaction.
You get 1 reaction per turn. So until your next initiative phase, you have 1 reaction that you can spend. You can second wind to gain a second action, so like attack or anything else. You've also got a bonus action, which you could use second wind to. Wait. Second wind is a bonus action, right? That's the healing one.
Right.
Yeah, second wind is a bonus action, so you've got that, and then you could action surge to get another action if you wanted.
Okay, that's what I'll do then.
Yeah.
So I'm going to second wind, which is 1d10 plus my level, which is 3.
Yeah. I can't wait for y'all to
8.
Continue pushing up in levels, by the way. I'm excited about the way y'all are leveling, and I'm excited to see how that goes. So you gain 8 hit points back from your second wind, and you're going to action surge as well?
Might as well. So I'm going to action surge, and I am going to... Jeez. Seems kind of lame. I will feint attack.
Cool.
So that takes up another dice. I'm down to 2. If I hit, I get to use... This is 12 hit.
12, unfortunately, does not hit. Do you have inspiration?
Did we all get an inspiration? No, I didn't.
No.
No.
No, unfortunately not. No, a 12. It's a AC 14 to hit these snakes.
Alrighty.
Also because your sword cleaves through a bunch of snakes and chops a bunch in half, but it's missing the heart of the group, so it doesn't actually do anything to affect the serpent's fighting prowess. Okay. What does a fainting attack do?
It would have added 1d8 damage to it had I hit.
Got it. Okay. Mm-hmm. Right. Well, I deleted the swarm of poisonous snakes initiative order. Look. And that was a 24. Oh. Cool. So, Sarek, the Relic Keeper, he looks at you. He looks in the direction of the alcove over there. He looks at you. He looks in the direction of the alcove. He says, "I'm sorry, Patrician. I must see this for my own eyes." And he begins walking in that direction. Are you going to do anything?
Which alcove is he going to?
Armoros's. Where all of these unhand me foul serpents are coming from.
Hold still. Damn
so
you.
I assume when the trapdoor opened, it opened and is still open, is what you're saying.
Yes. Yeah. He's down in a pit.
No, I'll follow him over. I will. Okay. I'll be okay, let's see what this is, and I'll just go with him and try to.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then he looks in and he looks down in the pit and he says, Patrician, the Knights of Astapon, they are invading.
Yeah, I assume I'll be with him, and I'll be like, how do you know they're the knights?
Behold, he wears the armor of the knights. And now, Armoros, it's the swarm of poisonous snakes' turn. It swarms up your body, roiling and boiling as it surges.
That must be like a nice shiatsu massage, though.
Feels very soothing. It misses you for a 17. So, fortunately,
Get out of here.
you survive. Now, let's see. Now that we're like all sort of a closer together, can I get initiative rolls from the rest of you? Sarek, Aya, and then Kara.
Oh,
Yeah, because I moved up too.
Kara with a 12, Sarek with a 13. And Aya with a 15. Let's sort that out. Very nice. Cool. So the snakes swarm and boil up over you, missing you, fortunately. What kind of armor are you wearing, Armoros? Is it chain?
I don't know, usually think of it in terms of names. I'm at
Chainmail.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
I try to add I don't put titles in my armor. You know what I mean? It's just,
You try not to put labels on them.
Labels, yeah.
I like labels. I don't like
armor.
Some people in.
Totally. I understand. Awesome. Aya, you hear all of this. You also hear the relic keeper shouting from across the way. You know, the Knights of Astapon are invading.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Well, I don't want the relic keeper to like turn hostile on us, especially because our tank is in a pit of snakes. So
can I wave them off? Like, don't come over here.
Oh no,
stay over
I'm gonna
there.
try to help you, as much as I can. So I'm gonna start walking over so that me and Ankara have an excuse to be there, and I'm gonna cast Friends. And as I'm doing so, I'm gonna pull the vial from my robe and say to the Patrician,
Yeah.
oh my God, I know that you assigned me to come and inspect the relics, and you were completely right, Mr. Patrician. This vial has clearly been tampered with. The liquid within has been compromised. The entire ceremony might be in peril now. I inspected it using my very special tools. We have a major problem here, and you're looking into a pit of snakes. Mr. Relic Keeper, if I am incorrect, your name is Relic Keeper, right? You're supposed to keep the relics. So I want to know how this happened on your watch. How have you let such a thing come to pass? This vial has clearly been tampered with and corrupted. Everything is compromised.
This is amazing. I know what you're about.
Fainting attack, but I have advantage on my next attack. Sorry.
I know what you're about.
Yeah,
exactly. Okay.
I'm just behind her, like, yeah.
Also, get away from our tank.
So, Bronze, you cast Friends on the Relic Keeper. Okay.
That should give me advantage, but it's not gonna.
Put the spell in chat so that I can see exactly what it is, because I think there's a wisdom saving throw involved with Friends.
There probably is. I would not be surprised.
Concentration up to 1 minute. You choose an action. You choose a creature that you can see that isn't hostile towards you. You gain an advantage on charisma checks toward it for the duration. When the spell ends, the creature realizes you used magic on it and becomes hostile, possibly attacking or getting other payback. So 60 seconds on the clock.
Oh, God.
Go ahead and move yourself over to where you are.
Yeah.
You've used like your full movement to get over there, right? So like, move yourself your full movement allotment.
Wait, is that it? I don't know. I kind of guessed.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's exactly where you can go. Very well.
Hey,
like
nice.
walking towards the Relic Keeper, like finger in the air, vial held in one hand, shouting loudly. You've cast Charm or you've cast Friends, which gives you advantage. And please make a charisma check. Make a persuade roll.
Persuade roll.
Oh wait, no, this is definitely deception.
I was gonna say, could one say this is deception or performance?
This is definitely deception.
Okay.
You have advantage because you're still charmed?
She has advantage because she's friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I cast a
So
spell.
double advantage is what you're saying? So like roll 4 dice? And
Just roll 8 dice.
21.
21. Yeah, the relic keeper turns around and looks at you and says, it's tampered with. Well, I would never. It must be the knight. We must fish him out and throw him to the beast.
And while this is happening, I'm gonna like telepathically say to Theric, like, get Armoros out of the pit. And also we have like 60 seconds before this dude realizes
in the battle of endurance, I shall persevere.
Armoros, shut up.
Yeah,
he looks completely flustered. His chest jaw is just like hanging open in shock. He's like sweating from his brow. He pulls out a frilled hanky that looks like a doily and like daubs his forehead and says, I've tampered with. Why, I've been down here the entire time. I swear my dedication to Dahaka has never been more serious.
Oh, yeah.
Please, Patrician, you have to believe me.
Yeah,
Sark
turns to him and he's like, I thought you were supposed to be the keeper. It appears you're not keeping very well, thanks to my colleagues. And he like looks at Ian and Car and he's like, Leslie and Wilchuck.
Wilchuck?
He's not good with names. Leslie and Wilchuck, they've discovered a flaw in your system of management. What are you doing here? There is a man in a snake pit. There is vials that are corrupted. Sir, this is the reason why we are removing all of these. You can no longer be trusted.
No. The snake pit worked as intended. It trapped the violent eloper. I am astonished that the acid arrow did not melt his face. Please, you have to believe me. Armoros, you hear all of this going on upstairs, but of course you're covered in snakes. What do you do? So yeah. A fainting attack obviously gives you advantage on your next attack. So like we should have had that one be a success. Well, I'm going to give it to you because I feel like that's fair. So go ahead and just like roll an attack and then roll damage because you hit. And then now you've got your next turn that you can act on. So 11 damage, very nice. These guys don't have any damage resistances, do they? Oh, they do. Okay, cool. What? They're resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage, as many swarms are. All right, Armoros, it's your turn.
I'm waiting for that fight. Where everything syncs up and they're like, you wouldn't happen to have a sword and a shield, would you? Well, what are the chances of a fighter making it this far into the campaign? And I'd be like,
all of our magics are useless. Our arrows do nothing.
Oh, did I heal on my turn?
Harm. This creature is a sword.
I don't see their health bar. Is there one?
It's there. Maybe I haven't set it up so you can see it. Hang on. Yep, there we go. See, done.
Wait,
there
Britt, how does your spell work? Do I heal on my turn or do I heal on yours?
Let me see. It says, okay, it appears, I think you do.
It's at the start of your turn or
Yeah.
on your turn when you enter its space.
Right.
Gosh, I guess I just keep swinging at it.
Wait, so do I heal then?
Not yet. It's not your turn yet.
No, but it was
It's 10
previously,
damage.
right?
Didn't we heal you on the when I cast it?
Yes, we healed you
Yeah.
when you cast it because that's like the time that she entered the space.
Ah,
Yeah.
And
so you
then
got the healing
now-
points for that.
Yeah, at the start
Okay.
of your turn, it's going to be whatever. Yeah, Chad is like, oh, feigning attack is a bonus action, so he couldn't have second winded. So like, oh my god, just rules. Rules are hard, y'all. It's true, but that's okay. Sometimes we just roll with it when it happens. Awesome. Cool.
Well, I use my action surge anyways, so even if we did it wrong, I guess it's I tax
Yeah.
myself.
So you attacked, you hit, you did 10 damage. Fantastic. That's another 5. Wicked. And now it's below 50%. Yeah, totally. That's good. And Kara, what do you do?
I think I'm gonna turn into a bear so I can get over there a little faster. Say 40 feet. Run as a bear. What?
Okay.
Are we trying to stay friends with him?
Turn into a cheetah.
for now. We gotta get our tank out of the pit before we fight him. Otherwise, we're all gonna die.
Fine. I'll go 35 feet.
I'm trying so hard to find it. Oh, yes, the's a bear token.
So long. Okay, I'm not a bear.
I'm going to set it up anyway because you're going to be a bear
Yeah.
sometime soon, and then it's going to be important.
I feel like I started to turn into a bear, and Aya looked back and was like, "Don't."
No.
I was like, "Ugh."
You need hands to pull him out of that pit.
Um,
Paws won't do.
let's see. I'm so far away. I can move Perry or Jerry 30 feet. So
You could
I guess,
sprint.
do I have sprint? Do we all have sprint?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can move 30
double
feet,
your
and then you can also dash, which is another 30 feet of movement for you.
Let's do that.
It'll consume your action, but you'll be like.
That's fine.
Yep.
25,
All right, cool.
30. And I technically like can't see Armoros until I'm right over there because he's in the pit, right?
Yes.
So I
He's
can't
way down below the pit.
send. Okay. All right. Well, I guess that's my action. And
Battle
then
is taking you, Serpent. I can see the damage.
for my
Clear.
bonus action, I'll just make sure that Jerry is where Aya is so she heals on her turn when it
So
starts.
Jerry, as a bonus action, can only move 30 feet. So I think
Where
that
did
Jerry
he
is.
It can double
Jerry's
waddle
a
though,
bit
or 60,
behind.
right?
Okay. So he's back
So-
there.
I'm gonna give you this, Jerry the platypus.
Cool.
Don't you get to
Okay.
move one more time though? Because you only
No.
moved 30 feet.
Mm-mm.
No, she
I
moved.
moved
She moved
60.
60.
Oh, were you further back than me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm.
All right. So, Ankara, last turn you cast Jerry, right?
Yeah. I was back here and then she
Yep.
moved up. So
Mhm.
where were you at before Bronze? Because that's where I would have cast it where you were at
I
She was
was
here.
at the alcove.
Here?
near you. Yeah.
over here.
Yeah. She was at the alcove. So like Jerry
So
spawned.
there. Okay.
I think you can move Jerry a total of 60 feet. So go ahead and move Jerry where you want Jerry to be within 60 feet.
I mean, I guess I'll put him here as close as I can get to everyone else to move him
Sounds
up
great.
as we
Yep.
go.
All right, awesome. And then
Running.
the swarm of poisonous snakes hisses back at you. Avast, foul man beast, we shall bite thee.
The snakes
Yeah.
talk?
No, but that's probably what they would sound like if they
Oh,
could talk. And they totally miss. You know, they're just like boiling over you and chomping on the chains of your chain armor and miss you completely. Aya, now it is your turn.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm gonna move forward and let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? Yeah.
Yep.
Not quite close enough. Gonna try to toss him a rope. Oh,
Yeah, the relic keeper should
Yeah.
obviously have an initiative here.
right. Oh, yeah, that's important.
Oops.
No, just leave him there.
I'm going to pull a rope from my. What did I buy? Did I buy an adventurer's pack?
I thought you bought a Dungeoneer's pack.
Dungeoneer's pack. That has a coil of rope in it, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna pull the rope out of my bag, and I'm just gonna be like, "Listen, sir. Hi, you. Yes, we need to get this gentleman out of the pit so that we can question him, interrogate him, potentially torture him, and ascertain what damage has been done to the relics. Dahaka will not be pleased. He will not. No. And it's going to be your ass on the line, not ours. Because me and the Patrician, listen, Wilczek and the Patrician, we are great at covering our asses, okay? You're not going to ascend. That's what's going to happen to you. You need to get this man out of the pit, all right, right now, so that he
Yes.
can be questioned, so
Yes.
that we can determine
Yes.
the extent of the damage he has caused to the relics. You
Yes.
will do so now, and I'm going to
Yes.
toss him the rope.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
so
You
now.
toss the relic of the rope. He says, "Yes, I will question him with my jaw." And he moves forwards, and then he like looks down into the pit, Armoros, and he sees you down there, and he says, "Avast, foul interloper!" And he pulls open his hands, and he absorbs flame from the candles on the back of his hands.
No, no, get
As I
him
see
out
this,
so the
I say,
Patrician
great,
can
another
question-
challenge. I shall take you on as well. You wait your turn.
No, 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 no.
He fires one of the flames down at you,
Ah!
And then he stops and he looks around. And he says, "I thought we wanted him out of the pit."
No. Will Chuck
question him.
Will Chuck specifically said, bring him up here.
So that we can question him. Clearly, you are incompetent.
It will be easier if he's unconscious.
No,
it won't.
Bring him up here. We can't question and Patrician, speak sense to this
He
man.
misses, right, Steven?
He does miss you.
Does
Yeah.
it hit the snakes?
No. It does not.
What are you doing, Leslie? Come and help us. And I point over to like Inkara. Like, you need to understand. This is very important. Whatever he has done.
Relics.
How close is he, Steven?
We kill things that steal relics. He's 20 feet above you.
Damn. Okay.
Yes, and we will kill him in our own time. But first, we need to know what he's done with them.
Very well. And he takes the rope and he tosses down like one end of the coil. He says, "Avast, foul knight of Avastathon, climb up this rope." And then he looks at you and goes,
Better. See, this is why you're the man for the job.
I don't see them or hear them, though, right?
yeah, no, you hear them, and you see him peering over the edge of this pit and like holding a rope down at you. There's a rope that tosses and falls
Just
down.
No.
peering over.
Knowing
Yeah.
Armoros, I would also peer over and like very like, pointedly be like, "Yes, foul knight, climb up the rope so that we may have words with you."
You hear betrayal at this moment of dire need. Even you. Once the serpents are defeated, I shall come up there and slay all of you.
Sarek, what do you do?
Sark, like, face palms.
He's got intelligence like 5, by the way.
Yeah, Sark just hard face palms. And it's like, you know what, Relic Keeper? Maybe we should knock him out. Maybe that's for the best.
Good. Yes. Well, I'll get right on that, Patrician.
Yes, go do that.
Armoros, what do you do? Do you try to climb this this
Hell
rope?
no, I'm battling snakes. They're all over me, man.
It's so true.
God dang it.
Oof. Ah,
I'm a bit
ooh.
distracted.
Yeah, definitely a bit distracted. Now, you could just try to climb the rope. Like, you could get 15 feet off the ground.
I'm not trying to be difficult. He just actually is stupid. And thinks
Yeah,
he-
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
wondering
totally.
if I should
I
have
get you.
spoke to him telepathically, since a wink isn't as good as like Armoros.
Yeah. You left
Climb
it
the
to his
rope so we
interpretation.
can kill this man.
Covered in snakes, there's a candle guy looking over the top, and you're like, "You're a foul knight. You're coming up here." And he's like, "Shit."
And Kara,
Yeah.
you can very clearly see, 40 feet ahead of you through the gloom. The situation is just going from bad to like the inverse of all things good. What do you do?
Well, first of all, I have a question for you.
Yes.
About how many turns is a 60-second concentration spell last?
10.
10? Sick.
We have time.
It's been 3.
I guess I want to ask Aya like what the situation is. So I'm like, "It's me, Leslie," or maybe not. Here,
No,
I
Leslie.
come-
You are Leslie.
Leslie. Oh,
Leslie.
yep. Here comes Leslie.
You say this?
Yes, because I'm trying to basically ask if I should turn into a bear yet or not, and then
Only Leslie.
and here comes Jerry trailing behind.
All right. Jerry's going to make it eventually.
I don't think I should attack anyone right now.
Maybe just heal Armoros if you can. I don't know if you're close.
Well, let's see. Can I do?
She punts Jerry into the pit.
I could cast. Well, let's see. I can move them as a bonus action, and then Healing Word is a bonus action. But can I use it as my action, Steven, to cast Healing Word while I'm still keeping Healing Spirit as a concentration spell?
So I think you only get one bonus action per turn. So it's like
Right.
if you
So I
have
can't like
things that
flip
give you
flop
bonus,
them.
right, you can't move your healing spirit
Okay.
as a bonus action and also healing word as a bonus action. You have to do one or the other as a bonus action. But if you take an action, you can cure wounds someone if you wanted to, but you'd have to touch them for that.
Yeah, I don't have that one prepared anyway.
Got
I guess that's all I'm gonna do. I'm not close enough to like talk to the snakes or anything, right?
I mean, like, what is your method of talking to the snakes?
Well, I could cast Speak with Animals, but
Do you need line of sight for speak with animals?
I think so. I think I moved up there and I'm useless at this point until, because I don't think I want to drop my healing spirit spell. It's only on the 3rd turn. Unless Armoros is about to die.
So technically, looking at speak with animals, it's a 10-minute spell. It's not a concentration spell, so you can have it and healing word or healing spirit running at the same time. And it says you gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration. The knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, but at minimum, they can give you information about nearby locations and monsters. You might be able to persuade a beast to perform a small favor for you at the GM's discretion. So, like, you don't need line of sight to speak with the animals. It's like you gain the ability of animal speech rather than...
I think I'll wait because we're pulling him out of the pit anyway. So I'm done. I did it. I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm not going to attack anyone.
Snake just boils up over you, Armoros, and just like tries to bite at you. Which I think hits. Yep.
Damn it.
Dealing you
Nice.
1 piercing damage and make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
Yeah.
Ooh.
No!
You take 18 poison damage.
Jesus. Wow.
Yeah. The Relic Keeper looks around and says, "It wasn't me. It wasn't my fault." Aya, what do you do?
Okay, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, it's fine. Leslie can probably render him some aid. We really need him up here so that we can figure out the damage he has inflicted upon the relics. I need you to go down there and like lift him up so we can pull him up."
He looks down in the pit and says, "There's snakes down there."
So you gotta convince him.
Claim
You gotta
it
tell him.
to serve Dahaka, but thou are afraid of a pit of snakes.
Give me
Clearly, this is why you are not one of the chosen.
Give me a persuade. This is beautiful.
Dumb. This is dumb as shit. I really wish my character had an ounce of wisdom. She does not.
You're selling it. Yeah.
Damn.
23.
Damn.
Well, he looks like he's been slapped in the face. He falls to his knees and he like grabs at your robes, Sarek. He says, "Forgive me, Patrician. I have failed you in so many ways. I will serve Dahaka." And he just like tosses this rope at you, Patrician, and then he like grabs the other end, ties it around his waist, and says, "Pull me back on!" Throws himself into the pit. That's
Yeah, Sarek sees the rope go through his hand, and then just whoop, gone. And he just does, he looks at everyone, and he looks around, and he just never tied it off anywhere, and he's like, "Was I supposed to do something with that?"
Oh my
And
god.
he's just gone. The guy is gone.
Oh god.
So the
Fit
Relic
out of
Keeper,
curiosity.
the Relic Keeper takes 5 falling damage.
Fair enough.
Fine. We just need him to lift up Armoros's corpse so we can pull him up.
Yeah, I leave, the rope is gone. I let the rope, I don't even tie it. I don't know what I was expected to do. I was just like trying to keep up with the
side-eyeing you
deception.
right now a little bit. What are those gloves for, Sarek?
I didn't know what we
I mean,
were
I don't
doing.
say that out loud because obviously, but I think
Yeah.
it telepathically into his brain.
You telepathize it to him. Yeah, so the Relic Keeper lands, like scoops up Armoros in his big, strong, gray-scaled arms, and then he looks around. He sees that the rope is down there. He reaches down, grabs it, and hurls it up to the top.
Mhm.
Let's see. You are lucky. He grabbed the rope instead of a snake, and he throws it up, and a rope plops just in front of your feet, Aya.
Okay.
Yeah, Sarek, it's your turn. What do you do?
I grab the rope and I take it over to Ankara, and I'm like, "Now become a bear." and I like wrap it around your leg.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna pull him out, I guess. Yeah. And I
Awesome.
just like shake my head.
Oh my god, such
Just-
a large bear.
Bears are large.
Yeah, look how
big and
big I am. I'm a big bear.
So
Awesome.
cute.
What was it?
Do you pull him up?
Roar.
Yeah. Yeah. I start pulling him up.
That reluctant, yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah.
You-
Yeah.
I'm a labor bear.
Yeah.
Are you like grabbing it with your hands, or are you just like walking backwards and letting it?
No,
like,
I mean,
fully
I
come up?
figure like Sark tied it around one of my like back legs, and I like look at him and I stand up like a person, and then I reach down with my giant paws and like grab the rope and start like walking backwards like a circus bear.
Nice. Yep. Awesome. Oh no.
That seems incredibly inefficient, but yeah, all right.
Ah. Let me be my bear the way I need to be the bear.
How dare I tell you how to be a bear? I have no experience. I don't know.
All right. Awesome. Yeah. You walk backwards and pull the relic keeper up out of the pit. He's carrying Armoros like fireman style over one shoulder. By the way, Armoros, I should probably ask you to make one death saving throw. Please do that for me.
Can we have him bring up Armoros and then like push him back down?
We could. We just have to
No.
make sure we get Armoros before we drop the rope.
Yeah, like you've got to you can try to one failed death saving throw. You can try to like Sparta kick this guy back into the pit once he's up at the top. Sure.
Yeah, I think I'm walking toward the pit while I'm pulling it,
Okay, cool.
not away from it.
Yeah. So you're right. So the relic keeper comes up right there, deposits like dumps Armoros on the floor. Give me an athletics check, Bear Kara.
Okay.
And actually, you should be using the brown bear's skill for this. The brown bear's strength. Let's see.
So let's see.
This is Bear Kara. Save changes.
And then, oh, there I am. Okay. How do I roll for that with this one?
If you click the character sheet, you should just be able to click on the STR for strength, and it'll roll.
Oh,
a
here.
strength.
Okay.
There you go, 15. That's pretty good. And you're a bear. So like you
Yeah.
pull him up, and then like I'm gonna call that your movement, basically. And then are you just gonna try to drop kick him back into the pit?
Yeah.
Okay. So hang on. I actually need my book because I forget exactly how this works.
Is this like a Mufasa situation, or like what are we looking at here?
Absolutely. It's 100%.
Just make sure you let go of the rope when you kick him, or you're gonna go in there too.
Well, yeah, as soon as they're like
Yeah.
near the top with there's some slack, I'm gonna take it off of my
He's like
leg.
you're pulling him up, and he like shoves Armoros up over the lip of the pit, and he's like hanging there, and he looks up into your eyes, and you see the fear that he has of the raging wild beasts down below, and he says, "Bear, save me."
I push my bear claws into his arms. This is blue. Whatever. I don't know what's going on with my camera, but I do that just like in the movie. And
Yes.
I go, ah, and then I
The-
let him
the-
go.
The
Can I do that?
subtitles, the subtitles say "Long live the king," and give me an attack roll
All right.
with advantage because he's dangling on the edge of a pit. 19, yeah. You just like swipe into his arms and then pull him off of the rope and toss him down in the pit. Roll damage.
Okay.
Oh, no, that was your strength.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. I was
Give
like,
me an
wait,
attack.
did I?
That was your
Okay,
strength.
just 1 second. Bear Cara. So, do I just roll that again?
Is it a claw?
Or is,
You're making an actual attack.
oh, a roll. Okay. So like the 1d20 plus 5.
Well, you can actually click on your bear sheet.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
You have advantage to roll 1d20 plus 5 again.
Okay.
But yeah, your bear has claws and bite.
Okay.
Ooh, yikes.
It's not good.
I'm going to let you make your multi-attack because bears get multi-attack. You make one attack with your claws and one attack with your bite. So your claws didn't do anything to him. but
Yeah.
you still have your bite.
So I'm gonna bite him.
So go ahead and open up your bear sheet,
Okay.
bear Kara. And on the right-hand side, you should see actions, multi-attack, bite,
Ah ha
claws.
ha ha.
Click bite.
So we're
It
biting.
does the whole thing.
Sick. Thank you.
21.
Ah.
Roll your damage,
Okay.
which I think you can just click the word attack there and the roll
All
damage
right. Let me see. Oh, on the thing.
in the roll 20
Yeah,
chat.
there it is.
12 piercing damage. Unfortunately, of course, the Relic Keeper is resistant to piercing damage. So yeah, and then you bite him and go toss him down in the pit again. He takes 2d6 falling damage.
Cool.
Oh, 4. Awesome. Good. And he lands on top of Snakes. Armoros, I need another death save. Oh, Bear Kara, did you want to take a bonus action to move Jerry the Platypus?
Yes, I would very much like to do that.
Go ahead and move Jerry the Platypus where you would like Jerry to be.
20,
Is that a
20.
fail or pass?
That's a pass. 10 plus is a pass.
Okay.
All right, cool. The swarm of poisonous snakes, of course, still being enraged and furious, bite at the Relic Keeper with a 19, hitting him, dealing him 3 piercing damage. And then let's see, what are his resistances look like?
Oops, sorry, Jesse.
Oh,
I
yes.
screwed up the cameras.
I was gonna say.
My bad.
Oh no!
It was all blue for some reason, so I turned it off and turned it back on again without regard to all of your hard work, and I apologize.
And now we're all ruined.
If I turn blue again, I'll leave it alone.
It's okay. We'll just all be Armoros.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all Armoros now. Awesome. Yes, so the snakes bite him, but he seems to shrug off any ill effect from the poison that the snakes are injecting into his body. Aya, what do you do?
As far as I'm concerned, we're done here. I say that out loud. Sorry.
There
Like
is
that problem
still,
just kind of solved itself.
there is still a serpent staff, like floating in the air. It's connected with like a very thin iron rebar from like the backside.
Mhm.
It's floating out above this like iris that fell into the pit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I should probably try to get that, but
It's hard to reach. It's about 5 feet away from you. The pit is about 10 feet across.
I'm gonna take the rope from
Yep.
where it was left on the floor after Ankara removed it from her foot,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna make like a little lasso
Yeah.
and attempt to like get it over the. I'm gonna play horseshoes. Attempt to get it over the staff so that then.
Yeah. Yeah. Give me a
Like a slip
give me a ranged attack roll. So this is with your dexterity.
Okay.
And now there's 5 turns left on your friendship.
5 turns on your friendship.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do a ranged attack roll because all my.
It's 1d20 plus 2 plus
Okay.
your dexterity bonus. Killed it. Yeah, so we see you tie this little like lasso. Is that
It's
what
like
you
a
do?
slip knot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then.
And then you're
Yeah.
horseshoeing it over the top of this staff.
Mhm, and then pulling it taut so
Yeah.
that the slip knot goes, and then
Yeah.
just yanking.
Zoink. Awesome. This staff comes flying over the pit, lands in your hands. Thunk. And the end. That's it.
Yeah,
What else do you do?
I'm gonna look at Sarah and be like, pick up Armoros. Let's get the fuck out of here. Just leave him in the pit.
What are the rules? If we leave him and we go, wouldn't he respawn? And what do
What do you think we should kill him while he's in there?
Well, I don't know the rules. I
I
don't.
don't know the rules either.
Do you think we can use the scepter on him again?
Well, tomorrow we'd have to wait a day.
That sucks. I don't want to wait a day. We got stuff to do.
Okay, well then.
Awesome. Cool. If you would like, I'll remind you, you can walk through Jerry the Platypus for a cool healing.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll
Cool.
do that.
So move yourself where you want to be.
Okay.
And Kara, roll 1d6 for Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry.
Jerry.
So what are we
5 more
going
hit
to
points
do?
left. And Aya, you can just pass straight through Jerry's space. You don't actually have to stop there. You can keep moving.
But like, what
Okay.
are we gonna do? Like, what is the
So I'm
plan
gonna,
here?
yeah, I'm gonna step over there. I'm gonna step over by Ankara and have a very like lassie moment of like, what are you trying to say, girl? What do you think we should kill him? Like, what do we do?
I take my paw and I like tap her on the head.
But it's a 300-pound paw. So
Like, talk to me with your mind.
You kill her.
Oh, right. And I talk with her in my mind and I'm like, what should we do? But I think I think that just means that I can talk to you, not that you
Oh,
can
we can't talk
No,
to each other?
they can respond. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
communicate
no.
telepathically with any
yeah,
creature.
I should probably do that then.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna like be like, right, that you're right, and then telepathically be like, hey, girl. So do we leave this dude in the pit? Do we leave? What do we
He's
do?
already in there. Can't we just easily make sure he's dead before we leave?
I mean, it would be like shooting fish in a barrel. Sure, let's try it. He could shoot fire up at us. That's probably not.
Oh,
great.
that's true.
Also,
You don't think the snakes will finish him?
Maybe they will. We could just leave.
but where are we going to go? What's the what are you talking about? I'm only getting one
Let's
side of this
figure out what these
conversation.
relics do.
This is
Yeah.
unbearable.
I have the jade ring on my bear claw.
I'm
Nice.
assuming the entire time, like the relic keeper is probably like confused on where this bear came from and also why we're not helping him.
Yeah, totally. He's like, he's very distraught. Cool. Let's see. I do want to keep clicking through initiative order. Yeah, the
Yeah.
relic keeper is like, let's see. He's got 3 melee attacks, short sword, chest. Woo, yeah, terrible. That chest deals 11 damage, so that's like 5. So that's not great, but it's better than nothing. To the snakes. Sarek, it's your turn. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I peek over the edge and I'm like, stay strong, friend. There's a bear up here. We're dispatching it now.
Give me a deception roll. Someday y'all are going to fail this. It's going to go poorly. Well, he got an 18, so he's like, everything has gone horribly wrong. Bears and knights of Astafon and
Oh, yeah, I
ruined potions.
I pretend like the bear's pulling me back and I'm like, you're a terrible keeper. And I like,
It's just one single tear that goes rolling down the relic keeper's peak. Armoros, I need another death saving throw. I'm surprised that y'all are just, well, I guess Jerry, the platypus is
Yeah.
getting right. That's 2
Second
deaths.
fail.
Whew.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
And Kara.
Just need a heal. Just any heal. For
Yeah, well, I mean,
Getting all healed.
shouldn't you have healed with Jerry right there?
No, Jerry has to be on his space. in
Jerry's
order to heal.
on you. I
Yeah.
moved Jerry on top of you.
Now roll 1d6 for Jerry.
Mhm.
Ooh.
That's
Well,
all I did.
hey,
Shit.
Armoros, you gain 1 hit point.
Damn it.
What else do you do on your turn, Ankara?
All this stuff goes away. The saves, right?
Yeah. We clear all the
you can't
death.
cast spells as a bear, huh?
Mm-mm. Yeah, there's not a lot I can do as a bear except be a bear. I
Bear's been saying that for years.
wonder if there's anything I can do to help anyone in this situation.
She pulls out a beach inflatable ball.
You should turn back into a person and just like cast like your fireball or whatever down at that bitch. He can't do anything back, right?
That's true.
And a tricycle.
Or you could heal Jeff, I guess. That works too.
Yeah, let me see. Let's see. I mean, he's in the pit, so it's fine. I guess I'll turn back into myself and then cast Healing Word on Jeff, which
Awesome.
is 1d4 plus 3.
Don't be 4. Don't be 4.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, bud.
You know what? It's the thought that counts. Thank you.
From down in the pit, you hear, foul snakes. I will destroy you.
I start like shaking out the venom. You know, I pick myself up and I'm like, the Relic Keeper. It seems you have joined the fray.
He shouts up. He shouts, I will get you, Knight of Astapon.
Can you take poison?
He cannot take poison damage.
That's nice,
yeah.
Steven. My character takes no
Steven.
damage from anything, too.
I think I have to choose because Healing Word is a bonus action and Moving Jerry is a bonus action. So
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Jerry will stay where he is, and I will have taken the 5 points of Healing Word instead.
Okay. So, Armoros, you lose 1 hit point. You only gain 5 instead of 6.
Thanks for noticing.
Sorry.
You're welcome. And then, Aya, it's your turn, which means there's
Mhm.
4 turns left on your friend.
I'm just gonna look at like Armoros and be like, telepathically tell Armoros, like, we didn't betray you. Put your sword away. We're just trying to dupe this Relic Keeper. And then like look over back at Sarah and be like, are we doing this? Should I just kill this motherfucker?
I don't.
He
It
gives
seems
the
like
Lando Calrissian at Jabba the Hutt's pleasure barge nod of
Yeah.
he knows.
I'm gonna look at all 3 of you and just be like, do we go or do I murder this dude?
We should just go. We should just go. We should just go.
Okay, let's just go. So I'll just lead the way, I guess.
Yeah. Wait. Hold on. Where are we going? What are
I
we?
don't-
We're
Yeah,
going
Is
so-
there
where?
a route for me to take or something?
Okay,
there's a
wait,
couple
wait,
of-
wait.
A couple of
Thinking
points I
about
want
it
to make.
now.
First of all, before we go anywhere, would all 4 of you roll a perception check?
Oh.
Get these right out of the park.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
With my 5.
Oh, yes. 9, 14. Cool. Inkara, it's you who notices that the Relic Keeper, again, as you have seen before, he's got this clear spindle of crystal circling around his head. And I think you got to see that as you were like biting his hands to pull him and throw him down into the pit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Would it fit in my mahogany box, Stephen?
Well, you know, someone with a little more intelligence or wisdom could probably tell you the answer to
is
that.
the kindest GM.
I
I would
resent
just let our
that comment.
dumbasses walk away.
Or I resemble that comment.
Nicest GM.
Well, that's like it's a feature of the Relic Keeper that I have forgotten to reiterate when you've seen him the last few times. So like you know, the treasure exists. It's there.
DM says that.
All right, we're gonna murder
Notice
him.
a key
Yeah, we gotta kill him.
dangling
All right.
from his neck. There is a key right here.
A key-shaped
Yeah.
object
Yeah.
that looks like it fits the keyhole you saw.
Stephen, I hear you, but I'm going to go ahead and shoot him in the head with my flame.
Yeah. So
You also haven't done anything with that flail that's in that crystal
Right.
box in the other room.
Right.
probably
'cause we're
really
gonna
good.
open.
So those are the 2
Thanks.
points that I want to make when you're deciding where
Yeah.
to go.
Yeah. Okay. So while we're all discussing, I'll be like, you know what, team? This dude was hard as fuck to even attempt to do battle with last time. We've got him right where we want him, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna walk over to the lip of the, pit, and what?
Chuck yourself in, I guess is what you would say, right?
No. God, what
Woohoo!
do I want to do?
Just head first. Next snap. Like, see you on the moon, bitches.
Basically, I am going to I'm gonna say down in the pit. Oh no, dispatching the bear has created some sort of curse, and just like do you hear that? And Cass told the dead on him.
What?
I'm excited because this is in the pre-show we talked about this. So in your mind, Bronze Girl,
Mhm.
this is not going to break the entrapment, but Steven, bound by the laws of 5th edition, tells
It's
you that
totally
that's an
gonna
attack.
break the entrapment.
She's like, but I said to him, oh no, there's a curse.
Oh no, I'm
That
being
change
forced to
anything?
stab this dagger into your chest. Oh, how terrible.
Listen, Aya isn't the most wise. She thinks that she's
Fair
just
enough.
Cast your spell.
okay. And then as my bonus action, I'm gonna cast Hex, but I don't think
Am I
that
out of
actually-
there? Or is it not my turn yet?
Yeah. You're
Next
out of
turn.
there,
Oh,
but
I'm
it's
out of there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Will the dead succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d8, 1d12 if it's missing any whatever? Is it resistant or immune to necrotic damage? I guess we'll find out. What's your spell saving throw DC, Aya?
It is 13.
He rolled a 3. Roll 1d12 damage.
Okay.
Four. All right.
Can I use my inspiration to re-roll?
To reroll damage? No, you cannot. The relic
Can
keeper shouts
Can I
up.
pay you money to re-roll?
That's right. You can tip.
Well, with a certain number of bits or tips or donations, you too, chat, can inject a reroll into the game. No, you can't. That is not allowed.
No, it's totally loud now. Hey, everyone.
Yes.
Hey, everyone.
If you
Let
go
me tell
subscribe
you.
to Jesse's Patreon, you can reroll the dice. Good. The relic keeper looks up at you and shouts, "Betrayal!" And I think that is where we should take our 5-minute break for this episode.
No.
Betrayal.
I thought you were my friend.
Confound your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
No.
Not the relic keeper.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Sunfall Cycle. We're back in it now for more exciting killing a man in a pit. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's happening right now. Someone in chat earlier said that we were Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but with magic. That is the most apt description I've ever heard.
Oh my god, now that I'm thinking about it.
Am I
Is that me?
Dennis?
Am I Charlie?
Oh, you're definitely
You're
the Dennis.
certainly Dennis.
You're 100%
Oh
the
my
Dennis.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Sociopathic.
Dude, the dentist system is still the funniest episode in TV history.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I is definitely Dennis. Armros is definitely Mac. 100%.
And not Charlie?
Oh, no. Have you heard him talk? He's
I mean-
definitely a Mac.
You're Mac.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
Mac.
definitely Mac.
Yeah, you're
I
Mac.
thought
bro.
you
I'm
were.
Mac?
I thought you were Frank.
I don't think any of you
Oh,
are
I'm
Charlie.
definitely the Frank in this situation. Are you
You're
kidding
Frank.
me?
Yeah.
I'm
Frank is
100% Frank.
Wait, does that mean poor Brit is D?
Oh,
I am
wait.
Sweet D.
You are Sweet D.
1000%.
You are super sweet.
I just realized that none of you are Charlie. Because I am
You're
Charlie.
the Charlie.
You're the Charlie.
No, wait, you guys, you gotta see, he's got like a whole lot of legs and he's coming at you and he's got like a big mouth and he's gonna be really
Yeah.
scary and it's gonna be a really amazing thing. You guys
And
just
we-
have to believe it,
And
okay?
we make you do all the work.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I'm like
Yeah.
the showman. I've got the hat. I'm like,
Yeah.
look at this amazing
Yeah.
show that I've
I like
done.
the episode where he's like, I'm the wild card, and he throws himself out of the van.
Wild card, babe. I think my favorite episode is when he takes all that time to craft that beautiful song. And then his team shits all over it when he's like, I like life at Patty Pub. And it's like actually a good song. No, that's totally you, Steven, because
Yeah.
you like put all this love and work.
Yeah.
You're like a true
Yeah.
artist.
He
Yeah.
puts together the Night and Day Man play, and then at the end,
Oh,
of it,
yeah.
just to get the waitress.
And we show up to just fuck it up.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
there just to get weird with it.
Yeah.
I'm down
And
to be
D's a
like,
bird.
Charlie
It
is
all works.
legitimately my favorite.
I'm gonna get
Um,
real weird with
No,
it.
I saw a meme that was like, like playing Dungeons and Dragons, like how it starts, and then there's a picture of like the cast from the Lord of the Rings. How it ends, the picture of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's Always Sunny in the Forgotten Realms. This is like what you thought it was, Dark Souls. What it actually is, It's Always Sunny in Forgotten Realms.
That's pretty good.
Yep.
I'm thinking about
All
the
right.
boat episode.
Good.
The
From
empathy.
hell.
So hang, what the hell is going on? He said betrayal. Yes. And it's his turn to act. So I think he leaps and he tries to like grab onto the walls. Now, like these walls, they're technically climbable. Like they're fairly rough. They're not smoothly finished, but it's not easy. I'm going to say DC 15 climb.
I also think, Steven, that when you're covered in snakes, perhaps a disadvantage would be.
Ooh. You know
does
what?
he have snakes in his big mouth?
The
Are
superior
they
court,
distracting him?
the superior court of Lumpkin agrees with you, Jeff. He is distracted by the snakes in his big mouth, and he's going to make an attempt to climb his way up this pit. Yeah, no, that's an 11, which is not a 15. He fails and slides back down. That was his movement. And now he turns around and he lashes out at the snakes, chomping down upon the ones in his big mouth. Oh, shit. That's 16 damage. And then slashing at the ones around him with short swords.
Snake snack.
Hitting with that 15 for 5 piercing damage. Not enough to kill the snakes.
Are in their death throes.
Dark.
Bad.
Well, hold on.
What do
We
you do?
can't. There's got to be thousands of snakes down there. It's not like there's 3. It wasn't like a 3-snake pit. He'll be down there forever, right?
I mean, like, you see how many you see the general percentage of health that the poisonous snakes have. He's also like, every time he swings a sword, it's cleaving through a whole bunch of snakes, even when he quote unquote misses. So it's just like, it doesn't actually do like serious damage to the swarm's cohesion. You can tell this group of snakes are about to like slither back into whatever holes that they can find and get away from this bullshit. What do you do, Sarek?
Can I see if there is any way out of the pit besides coming back up? Like up the hole, right? Is there like other doors or exits or trap thing anywhere for him to escape out of that? Is he stuck there forever?
Give me a perception check. Yeah. There's no other exits from this. So he's either going to have to climb the sides, which is possible, but challenging given his current situation, or he's just down there. He's stuck.
Great. Okay, yeah.
Well, when he comes out, he'll be like Bane from that, and he'll start talking like that.
I was born in a snake.
You knocked me into the
Your
floor.
punishment must be more severe. And he can come out.
The snakes
good.
rise.
Was that Sean Connery? What was that? Your punishment must be more severe. What was that?
You
What was
can't
that voice?
talk like that because I won't believe you.
The Patrician.
I was born in the darkness.
Of course.
It's Sean Connery. I'm gonna, man. So no matter what, he realizes we're all enemies right now, right? So it doesn't matter if I try to pretend. He realizes,
like by now he's starting to have serious doubts about this whole Patrician thing.
Yeah, no. Then I just shoot him with an arrow.
He doesn't take. Isn't he resistant to piercing damage?
I got nothing else. What do you want me to do? Talk funny to him?
Do you, just out of curiosity, are you examining him carefully prior to doing this?
Yes.
I thought you might.
Yes. Am I rolling something?
Well, whenever you make a wisdom insight check against a creature that isn't incapacitated, contested by the target's charisma deception check. If you succeed, you can use your sneak attack against that target, even if you don't have advantage on the attack roll.
Right.
That seems pretty good.
I'm using my insightful fighting, yeah, but I have advantage, don't I? Because we're like, he's a fighting
No.
snakes,
He's in a
and
pit?
we're above him.
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess technically it has an enemy within 5 feet of it, aka the snakes. Therefore, you technically currently get sneak attack. You don't have advantage, but you get sneak attack. So it's not super necessary at the moment.
Okay.
Shooting at a guy inside of a pit doesn't get advantage, Steven?
It's true.
Well, I
He's
shoot
not
at
a,
him.
he's not a fish. He's not a fish, Rose.
I got nothing else, so I shoot at him
All right.
with an arrow.
Well, I mean, I'm
away.
sure his form is also being obscured by all the snakes too.
Ooh, an 11,
Obscure.
unfortunately, doesn't hit.
I don't know what Steven did to pay you off, Bronze, but I'll tell
Sark like hides back around the corner. He like fires down and then immediately is like, hopefully he didn't see me, and goes back, like hides away from his vision.
Yeah, roll a hide check.
Roll a hide check. What am I rolling for that? Just
stealth.
What? Just like this?
Click the stealth button. Yep. You're terrible at hiding. All right, awesome. Armrose, what do you do?
Cool.
I'm just up here, and I explained to me that it's a trap, and
Maybe you should. Oh, never mind.
I guess I take out my little crossbow, kind of saunter over to the pit.
Yeah.
Just take a shot.
So let's see. Oof. Yeah.
Terribly miss.
If you walk 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then you can fire down on him. And also you pass through Jerry the Platypus and you gain 1d6 hit points.
Nice. Should I
So
roll
go
that?
ahead and roll 1d6.
Jerry. Wow.
There you go. 2 hit points. Better than nothing. And Kara.
That's true.
You do.
But only 2 better than nothing.
Mm-hmm. I guess for my bonus action, I can move Jerry over to where Armoros is standing. So when his next turn starts, he'll be healed again. And then I'm gonna come over here next to him over the pit and do. I think I'm gonna throw an ice knife into his big tummy mouth.
Now,
Tummy mouth.
technically in Kara,
Can I do that?
that position is not visible of the pit.
Oh.
I think right now, like these 3 are crowded around the
Okay,
entrance.
so I can't get there.
What you could do is you could squeeze past Aya and Sarek, and then you could like squeeze yourself over here. But you would be squeezing, which would mean that you'd have disadvantage on your attack.
Yeah, I don't think I want to do that.
Okay.
That doesn't seem like
But
a
you'd
good
still have
idea.
line of sight. You could do, for example, drop a flaming sphere on top of it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. Yep. Flaming sphere sounds like it's the way to go.
All right.
The Spear of Gonorrhea.
Let me pull that up real quick. One moment.
He
Hold,
has a lot
please.
later, I thought. It's a really good joke.
Aha. All right. One action. It's concentration, so I'm gonna have to let Jerry go, guys.
Ooh.
He fades. Enya plays in the
Dies
background.
terribly. Like it explodes from the inside up as small explosions and just as a roadkill on the side.
Small micro explosions. Like
No, he
hundreds
puts
of
his
tumors
little
popping.
tail in his mouth and he basically like rolls into himself and then he disappears like
Oh
a
my
little
God,
black.
yeah,
he
there's
becomes like a tiny black hole and then he's gone.
There you say he
Whoa.
reabsorbs himself. I was like, that's way worse, Britt.
Just gone.
whoa.
It's his trick. He like rolls away like a little ball and he gets smaller and smaller and then dink in the distance he's gone.
Like Team Rocket.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, 5-foot diameter sphere of fire, unoccupied space rejoins within range, lasts for duration, which is 1 minute. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet must make dexterity saving throw. Creature takes 2d6 fire damage on a failed save.
What? I'm talking to
Killer.
in the machine.
Yeah. So I guess I just throw this at him.
Yeah. So, again, if you want line of sight so that you can cast it just down straight on top of him, you
Yeah,
do have to
gotta
squeeze
be-
along the wall there.
Okay.
Flaming sphere.
Oh, because this thing is here.
Cool. So within 60 feet, you cause this flaming sphere to appear. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of it must make a dexterity saving throw. Cool. Awesome.
Yeah. And just put it down. Flaming sphere goes down to the hole.
Killer.
Yep.
I wonder if I have an icon that could represent a flaming sphere. Probably not.
Is he immune to fire, you guys? He gets burned, right?
Probably. I would assume so.
We'll find out real
Actually-
quick.
You're reminding me that I do need to check.
You
Steven.
don't have a water attack, do you? Because that was the one thing Steven gave it. It is
Cool.
difficult too.
I could
All right.
spit on him.
There's a swarm of poisonous snakes that is swarming over.
Quick
The
team,
relic.
pee on him from up here.
Ralph. It damages him for 5 piercing damage. So that's -2. Cool. It's immune to poison, so that's that. And then at the end of its turn, it makes a dexterity saving throw, DC 13. Succeeding, so Ankara, roll 2d6. The snakes take half of that in damage. 7, so 3. So the snakes
Not the snakes.
burn up and die.
I didn't want to kill the snakes.
It's about time
This
the
is a
serpents
great
are defeated.
sacrifice.
Aya, what do you do? And did you cast Hex on him?
I did, but I think we ruled last time that Toll the Dead doesn't activate it anyway, so I actually added it in after I told him.
Got it. I feel like Toll the Dead should trigger Hex damage, but we have forgotten until now, so let's roll with it.
Are you sure?
I mean, I think
I
Hex...
almost didn't take the spell because it says like when you attack the target.
Let's see, EFGH.
Is it with a melee weapon?
Oh, no, I
Is it
know.
a melee weapon or is it a melee attack?
I just remember when we were leveling me up, I don't remember everything, but I remember we were like debating which ones would activate Hex and which ones wouldn't. I don't remember where Toll the Dead landed on that, so it's very possible I misremembered.
Whenever you hit it with an attack.
Yeah.
Man, nah. That's like anytime you deal damage to it, you activate Hex. Totally.
Okay.
Because what's it called? Eldritch Blast.
Right.
Is a spell attack. I don't know. I feel like Toll the Dead.
Okay.
Like, yeah. I don't
I
know.
didn't cast it until afterwards anyway, so
Sure.
doesn't matter either way.
I'm ruling in players' favor this time because it seems dumb for it not to be as good as it seems like it would be.
Agreed.
Okay. And you know what I think it was? I think it was like a dot damage.
That's
Maybe.
damage over time for those.
I think it was like, it takes this amount of damage, and then if it fails the
Right.
saving throw, it gets poisoned. And you said the poison wouldn't activate.
Well, it's immune to poison. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
Sweet.
That does work in XCOM though, by the way.
I'm going to. Gosh, it's so it's so resistant to so many things. I could Eldritch Blast it and save my spell slots. So I'm gonna do that because I only have 2 spell slots. I was thinking of maybe using Shadow Blade on it because I remember it kind of being weak to psychic damage.
Mhm.
But
it's very far away.
okay, so I'll Eldritch Blast it in good old classic tried and true.
All right. 15 nails him. Roll your damage. 4.
Not impressive
Woof.
at all. I rolled
Well,
a
he takes-
1
It takes the full 4 damage that you deal with your
and then
utmost.
the hex
Right.
damage.
Yeah, roll your hex. That's necrotic.
Mm-hmm.
Totally fine. Takes 3 necrotic damage. Nice. He looks up at you and like shouts in anger. Aya, are you still looking over the edge of the pit?
I would be lying if I said I wasn't. Now, in hindsight, I want to be like, I launched the Eldritch Blast and leaned back. But that would be dishonest and metagaming. I definitely threw the Eldritch Blast down on him and then
just stayed
peeking over
looking
the
to
edge
see.
to see if it hit.
Totally. All right. Well, he looks up at you and he says, "Foul betrayer, you were never my friend." And then he hurls 2 bolts of
Heard that a
flame up
lot
at
in my
you,
life.
both of which hit you.
No,
The first
I
for
wasn't
11,
looking over the edge.
the second for 7. So you take 18 fire damage.
Oh my god.
I'm almost dead.
And now you
Guys.
have learned to always split up your movement so that you're out of line of sight. Sarek. Oh, yeah. Then he tries to leap and climb the wall. Oh, shit. So he just like leaps the wall and climbs all the way up to the top and then stands up full in front of Armros.
Come back in.
And then comes. Armros? No, sorry. It's your turn. What do you do?
So he's standing on the edge of the thing now?
Oh,
Yes.
chat is right. We never did that.
What did we never do?
I can impose disadvantage on checks of a certain kind but I choose it when I put the hex on.
Wouldn't that be nice? It sure would, wouldn't
Yeah.
it?
I feel. I don't know.
All right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let you choose whichever check you want to impose disadvantage to, but it's not going to apply until after this turn because
Okay, that's fair.
there's got to be
Let's
consequences for forgetting rules.
Yeah. We'll do strength, but
All right.
so we just have to kick him back in, and then I'll have a hard
and then
time
he's
back out.
disadvantaged at strength. Cool. All right, Sarek, what do you do?
Armoros goes after me, yes?
Yes. Actually, technically same time as you.
Sure. I want to, rather than try to push him back in, because I don't think I have the strength for that, I want to use dexterity to try and, like, knock his legs out from under him so that then he can be pushed in. Push back.
Or give me advantage on shoving him down?
Yeah, like, do you want this to be like you are providing the help action to Armoros?
Yeah. I want to make sure that he's in a, like, disabled? That's not even a word. Disabled. That's right. I want to make sure that's where he's at, so that when Armoros does something, he'll be.
Yeah, you disentable him, and then Armoros will have advantage. So yeah,
Yes.
you're like trying to knock his legs out from under him. Armoros, are you giving the big push?
Yeah, of course.
All right,
Strength?
roll for it. Yeah. Let me double check exactly what this is. But it's definitely a strength check from you. Shoving 195.
With advantage, I crit. And I love the roll again, by the way. It's either a 1 or a 20.
Woo!
That's my dexterity to help you.
Shoving a creature. Using the attack action, you can make a special melee action to shove a creature, either to knock it prone or push it away from you. If you're able to make multiple actions with attacks with the attack action, this attack replaces one of them.
Same roll?
Instead of making an attack roll, you make a strength athletics check contested by the target's strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics. Pretty sure you're going to win this one, buddy.
I hope so.
Oh, damn.
Just
Well,
barely.
it was close. I think there's a moment where you're like arm in arm wrestling each other and his like chest jaws like snapping at you, but his foot, like the heel of it, slips over the back of the pit and he just goes toppling backwards, falling 20 feet down.
Wait, did we give him the damage from the fire, or did we determine he doesn't take fire damage? Am I claiming Spear is useless?
We forgot to do that, but he is immune to fire damage.
Great! Might as well turn back into a bear and just jump in the pit.
Brit turns into an octopus and squeezes out.
just squeezes the life out of him.
All right, Armoros, you shoved him. That was your action. Do you want to take any other actions? I think that's all you got right now, right?
Lean my head back from over the edge.
Very good. You like step backwards so you're not in line of sight.
And I look over at
And
Aya
Kara?
and give a knowing nod, like, thank you.
For teaching me.
Your
And
sin
Kara?
taught me this.
Ugh. I mean, now that I guess I'll throw Ice Knife with disadvantage.
I think chat is also
Because-
reminding you that you have Bless you could cast if you wanted to.
I could cast Bless. I was hoping that I wouldn't have to spend Bless now, but I guess it's as good a time as any since we're all about to die. So, yeah, you know what? Chat, sure. I'm going to bless everyone. Let's
win this one, chat.
Everyone is blessed.
Bless.
Awesome. Hashtag blessed.
You get a bless.
Hashtag
You
blessed.
get a bless.
No
You
stress.
bless up to 3 creatures of your choice within range. This is also a concentration spell.
It's going to be all 3 of my friends and not the Relic Keeper. What do you know?
Good
Amazing.
clarification.
Whenever
You
a
really
target
aren't his friend. Wow.
makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a
Leslie,
d4 and add that number rolled to the attack roll or saving throw. So
it really be your own sometimes, you know?
you are blessed. You are blessed. And you are blessed. Hashtag blessed. Is there anything else you want to do in Kara?
Let's see. That's concentration up to 1 minute. No.
Cool. Are you trying to like squeeze yourself back against the wall so you're not in line of sight of the relic?
Yeah, I totally am and have been this entire
Give me
time.
a dexterity saving throw to see
Okay.
how well you can squeeze yourself.
Yeah, I don't want him to see me.
Oh, damn. You're like invisible. The relic keeper looks up and sees nobody in his line of sight, and so he shouts, "Curse you! And then he runs to the far wall over here, and then he leaps at it, clawing at it ferociously, climbing 3/4 of the way up. Let's see, we'll move.
What? Get down.
Sarek.
I want to shoot him in the back with an arrow.
Yeah.
All right. Fire away. He's climbing. You have advantage. That's a 19. That's a hit. 6 piercing damage, which is 3, and also your sneak attack bonus, 2d6.
Whoop, that's not what I wanted. I'll do one more for fun.
That's 8. Not bad. All right, Armoros, it's your turn.
He's not within reach, guess, still?
Correct. Yep.
Then I pull out the mahogany box,
Yeah.
hold it over the side,
Yeah.
look at him and say, what if I were to just smash this right now?
He utters like grunts and groans as he clambers his way up the side of the pit.
Doesn't say anything?
No.
Okay, I'll smash the box.
You smash the box. Give me a strength check.
11.
Yeah, you smash it. You like smash it against the ground. It like the hinge flies off. The bottom of it splinters. Yeah.
And then I'm going to like brush it off onto him.
Just like scattering it in his direction.
Yeah. And I say, there's
Cool.
your box, you dumb mouth monster.
Is that all you do, Armoros?
Then I step back.
Okay, cool.
Can I ready an action or no?
Yeah.
I'll ready action, synchronize with Sarek to do again the 300 kick.
Okay, cool. Yep. And Kara, your turn.
Yes. I can throw the ice knife while they are blessed. So let's do ice knife
Cool.
right at him.
Yeah. So you have disadvantage because you're squeezing, but he also have advantage because he's climbing up a wall. So that cancels out. You have
Okay.
normal.
All right. So I rolled a 1d20 plus 5, right? For
Yes. Yes, you do.
whether I can do it or not.
Yeah.
Ooh, 8. Ooh.
Yay!
Yeah, unfortunately, your ice knife batters against the wall.
Fuck.
It doesn't
But
do things
wait,
when you
how
miss them,
close does it hit the wall? Because hit or miss, the shard explodes. The target is a unique creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage.
There you go.
Get
Dexterity saving throw
frozen.
with disadvantage because he's focused on climbing. He's got a 10. He fails. Roll your 2d6.
Yes.
I wonder if he's
Take
immune to
1/10 of that.
I'm just like blasting
Wonder if
fire
he's
at him
immune
and
to
then
cold.
ice at
He's
him.
immune to fire. He's immune to cold.
He is resistant to cold.
Are you
but
serious?
He does take damage.
Steven.
Aya.
I've
Even-
never heard
Even
Brett
at like
say
the
it that
monster
way,
creation
Steven.
stage, it's just like
I do it.
fire, water, ice, slicing, bludgeoning. What should we make them weak to? What does the group not have? Nothing, actually. Let's just give them all of it.
Too bad she doesn't
And
run
Kara, just pointing out, you're actually quite close to where he's going to clamber up the opposite
Yeah,
side.
I'll move.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna
ahead
go
and
over.
yeah, cool.
I'm gonna
Excellent.
go over here.
Especially because you're maintaining concentration on this bless that
Yeah,
is
I
helping
gotta keep
everyone.
everybody #blessed.
That was so surly. Yeah, I'll move.
Yeah, I should get out of there.
All
I'm
right.
so salty about my weapons,
Ice knife.
my spells,
Aya,
nothing.
what are you doing?
Seeing that it's climbing up the wall and like realizing we have like limited amount of time, I'm gonna try to distract / confuse him with dissonant whispers
Okay.
and then do like a psychic attack and hopefully
Yeah.
he'll freak out and let go.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
That's my last spell slot though.
Dissonant whispers. Wisdom saving throw on a failed save. 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately move as far away from you as it can.
Just up the pit, probably.
So yeah, back down into the pit, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Definitely back down into the pit.
Into the
He got a 7, and he climbs all the way back down into the pit. And he
Mhm.
also takes 19 psychic damage, which, by the way,
He's not resistant to, Steven?
He is not resistant or immune to.
Oh, I should have turned into Psyduck.
Steven, I'd like to make an argument here.
Yes.
And hex damage.
I think technically the furthest he could get away from her is beyond the realms of the pit. So I believe he would be cramming his head until his spine compacts.
Yeah,
into the
totally.
corner.
Is he
He'd
shoving
obviously kill
his face
himself.
into his other mouth?
Yeah.
Yes, he's trying to eat himself the way that Jerry ate himself. 3 necrotic damage, which he's also not immune to.
Like the scene from Superbad when he gets caught with the dick pics. He's just like, oh, tries to eat them all. He's like,
Awesome. Relic Keeper turn. He shouts, "I don't like you!" And then he throws himself at the wall again, trying to climb out of this pit.
I'm CCing the hell out of this bitch.
He climbs 3/4 of the way up, and now it's Sarek's turn.
I'm gonna
You have
no,
advantage.
I'll have time. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him in the back with another arrow. Screwy.
Nice.
Nailed it. 7 piercing damage.
Can I hit him
Plus
with my
2d6?
sneak attack? Yeah.
There's another. Not bad at all. Hitting those average numbers. Jeff, Armoros' turn.
Use
he's just climbing up.
Use
Yep.
the flail.
Do
You
I
don't have
the
the flail.
We don't have it. It's still in the case. I couldn't get it open. We gotta go back and get it.
Oh, but Amros can bash cases. He just bashed one.
Yeah, it's gonna
But it's gonna take him forever to get over.
What's the other thing I have? I grabbed the box.
You grabbed the box, and then the other thing was the staff, which Aya has.
Yeah, I was hovering above the pit.
So
Sick.
Armoros, just out of curiosity, you could get there and then there in one turn,
Okay.
and then there and then there in a second turn. It would take you like 4 turns to run there and back. So
Well, that sounds like a good idea to a dumb man. So he kind of shouts over at the relic keeper. Gonna go get the flail now, you dumb mouth monster. And then I start jogging off.
oh wait, the relic keeper probably has a reaction to that. Let me see. No, not the sanctified flail.
Yes, the sicktified flail.
Go ahead and move yourself where you want to be.
Okay. Let's put myself there, I guess.
Where
is it?
Well,
Jesse,
you got-
did you add your bless damage? Are people using their bless damages?
Oh, I didn't.
It's not damage. It's
Or-
it's to his attack roll.
Oh, right.
Where is the flail, Steven? I don't know.
The flail is over here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, it's not doing the thing.
Am I
Why is it
moving
not
my
doing the
head?
thing? It's over here.
I can't see where that is.
It's
Oh,
at
there.
8:00.
I got it. Yeah.
It's-
I don't
It's
know.
there.
Man. I'm just like making my way there.
So you can get literally that far this turn.
Oh, I guesstimated correct. Nailed it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, totally. Killer. Okay, and Kara, your turn.
I guess I'll just shoot him. I'm kind of
Okay.
out of spells, so let's short bow him.
15 hits.
Woo!
And he's climbing, so it's a 20. So that's, yeah. Woof. 3 piercing damage. Okay. That's a thing. Come on, roll 20. Come on, don't fail me now. All right. Awesome. Aya, your turn.
Oh man.
You're
Well,
our damage dealer in this fight.
I'm completely spent. That was everything I had. My
Yeah.
spell slots are gone. So I'm gonna hit him with Eldritch Blast since it seems to be the only thing that's really working.
22 hits.
Damn.
For 12 force damage plus 1d6. 3 necrotic. Minus 12. Minus 3. There you go.
Is he almost out of the
Nice.
pit? Oh god.
The relic keeper
I have one hit.
clambers up the last 5 feet and stands on the other side of the pit, squeezing. And then he moves over here and he fires a ball of flame at Aya, holding his hands up and catching the flames from the candles on his backs, which strangely are still lit.
Am I
Fires a
the
ball
only
of
one who
flame
does
at
damage?
Aya, and then fires a second ball of flame at Sarek. And now, Sarek, you're around that corner, so you've got a +2 to your armor class,
Okay.
which I
Okay.
think that doesn't hit you. Yeah, you've got a 17 because you're around the corner. So Relic Keeper missed both of his shots. Sarek, your go. He sees you, so you don't have advantage, and you're not hiding, so like you don't get your sneak attack bonus right now, but it be what it be.
Who has the staff right now?
Aya.
Are you using it? Do we know what it does?
No,
do
we have
not.
no idea what it does.
Oh.
Kind of Hail Mary.
All right, I'm gonna do the most SAR thing in the world and fall back a little bit and just take a shot
Cool.
at him.
Now that's like, it's quite challenging to see him from there. If you were like here, you'd have a clear shot, but from there, yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna fall back behind everyone else and take a shot.
Fair. Yeah, unfortunately, you just got an 8 now, so you miss with this shot. Armoros, you've got another.
Can't you use your bless?
Oh yeah, plus 1d4.
Oh, that's not going to be enough.
It's not, but it's good
Even
to remember.
if you got 4, you wouldn't hit it.
Right.
Yep. Roll 1d4 just so that we get in the habit.
Okay.
Armoros, you're trying to like sprint this out, right?
Yep.
Give me an athletics check. Let's say if you get like a 16 plus, I'm going to give you like an extra 5 feet of movement to each of your turns. You got an 18. So this is great. So like you're far away from everybody else. You're not being attacked. You're not trying to attack anybody. In the case where you're just literally trying to like flat out sprint, I'm happy to like let you do the thing. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Killer. So you can see it in this room in there, like 5 feet away from you. There's this case on the ground, a crystal case, iron like bordering on the case. It's bolted to the ground, and in it rests this flail. The head of the flail looks like a ball of serpents, and all the spikes coming out of it look like serpent teeth. And Kara, what do you do? So you're actually on the other side of this 5 foot by 5 foot.
Could you thorn whip him back into the pit?
No, I
Can't
don't.
you drag
I
him?
think technically Thorn Whip like only pulls toward me. I can't
Yeah,
like
but
decide
he's
where.
between. If you position yourself, you can put the pit between you and him, and
I
then
could
drag
do
him into it
that.
by his feet. That would be so metal.
Steven, can I do that?
That is entirely plausible, and I am never
10
putting
feet
a
closer
pit
to you?
around you
Yeah, I like
sickos
this.
ever again.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'll just like go over here, right there.
I think really where you want to be is like
And I
next
guess,
to
like,
you.
next,
You want to be like
yeah.
here.
Here.
Because you want to pull him like that
Yeah,
way.
I guess
right?
I can run in.
So you're gonna like squeeze yourself against the wall as close as you can, and then
Yeah.
thorn whip.
Yeah.
Now, because you're squeezing, you have disadvantage.
Okay. Ugh.
But you have blessed too.
No.
For you guys. not for me.
It doesn't work on you.
No,
Yep.
it does not work
So this is kind of a Hail Mary, but if it works, it's gonna be killer.
on me. Okay, hold on. Just looking this up. Okay, so I just rolled the 1d20 plus 5.
Whew. Roll a second time. You get it. You hit him.
Yeah.
Get in the pit!
Get in the pit.
Get in the
Let's see.
I want to go full Darkest Dungeon and be like, back to the pit. You know how like they say that and that? 'Cause that's completely what my character is based off of.
Let's see.
And it
If
says,
the attack hits, takes 1d6 piercing damage, you pull the creature up to 10 feet closer to you. So roll 1d6.
Oh my god.
got him. 4. I rolled it.
Killer. He takes the full 4 damage.
Nice.
And he gets pulled into the pit.
Do you think
Would
I can
you
keep
and Kara-
whipping him and like pulling him up and then dropping him?
How long
What
of
do I
range
need
is
to
this?
do?
Oh, wow. You can actually thorn with him from the top of your
Yeah.
thing. I don't think you can pull him up.
Okay.
But, and Kara, would you roll 2d6 for the falling damage?
Yes.
Ooh, falling damage.
Ooh.
This old man has fallen and he can't get up.
It's true. All right, Aya,
No
your turn.
lifeline for him.
Oh man, I'm so excited that worked. You have no idea. Otherwise, you're gonna be jammed in that tiny little alcove with him. That would have been terrible.
That would have been real bad, but you totally nailed it.
Yeah. Laughing maniacally, I'm just gonna like lean over the edge of the pit with my golden skull and launch another Eldritch Blast at him.
Awesome. Ooh. You're just like you're laughing too much.
Yeah.
Score a line on the wall.
Yeah.
Aya, do
It's
you
fine.
move back?
I do. Yeah. I learned my lesson.
The Relic
like
Keeper
burnt to a
leaps
crisp.
at the walls. He's shouting in fury, and his chest mouth is making this howling sound that's unceasing. He just like completely fails. He's scrabbling at the surface. You can like see the blood on the walls from his fingers where he's trying to like, claw his way up. Sarek, what do you do?
I feel terrible. This poor guy. Well, Sarek slips back up into the group like he never fell back at all. He's been with them the entire time. He's like, yoink! And I fire another short bow shot down at him as he screams down below.
22 nails him. Roll your damage. 6. Now, unfortunately, you don't have sneak attack.
Oh, well, can I use insightful fighting?
Now you can.
Nice.
Go ahead and make an insight check.
Insight is a thing I do, and I did it well.
Yep, you've got it. You've got insightful fighting. You have sneak attack on him forever until you have disadvantage. So cool. Armoros, in front of you is the crystal chest with this flail in front of it.
I think there's like a beautiful moment where, you know, like lights glistening off of it, and Armoros kind of comes over and looks at it. And then I just smash it.
Are you smashing with your sword, with your fist? Like, how do you do this?
Club fisting it with the shield.
Awesome. Yeah, you just bring your shield down. The crystal just shatters. It's loud. Everybody hears it. The Relic Keeper howls in fury in response. And then
He like looks over his shoulder and says, "I'm coming with the flail of sphincter." And he picks up this flail.
Awesome.
Tries it in
You
his
grab
hand.
the flail as soon as your hand touches it, Armoros. You vaporize into a cloud of steam. Die.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, fair. No, you can tell it's just like you feel a thrumming in your hand, and it feels just beautifully balanced. You're a warrior. You've used weapons before. You've never held something like this. The end of the flail seems to move of a mind of its own, and it just cooperates with you effortlessly as you just like give it a few test swings around.
Wow. I'm very happy.
Go ahead and run yourself back in the direction of the group. Give me another athletics check. You need a 16 or higher to get your extra 5, aka 10 feet of movement. Not this time, unfortunately. I think you're a little too distracted by your.
I'm excited.
Let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can actually get there.
Ooh.
Yep. Awesome. And Kara, are you going to thorn whip this guy from above?
Yeah, why not? Let's thorn whip him again. That seemed to work
Awesome.
the first time.
Yeah, you have 15 hits.
And then that was 1d6, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
1d6. This is amazing because as long as he's trying to climb the wall, you can just thorn whip him and then just straight rip him off the wall. So
Drop
he's
him. Wah!
this is not going to end well for him. Aya, what do you do?
I'm gonna attempt to Eldritch Blast him again since the last one missed.
Cool.
All right, here we go.
This feels like a smooth parry and smash. Just like,
Nailed it.
Okay, sweet.
nice.
What color is your Eldritch Blast?
It's like a sickly blue.
Nice. A beam of sickly blue energy flares through the air, cutting through the gray darkness. Roll your hex damage. 2. Man, your hex rolls are not doing well for you, unfortunately.
No.
The Relic Keeper looks up, and because you can thorn whip him, Ankara, he can see you.
Okay.
His eyes burn with hatred, and his chest mouth is frothing as it gnashes. He hurls flame in your direction twice, hitting you with one of them for 9 fire damage.
Okay.
Sarek.
Wow.
Oh, and then he runs towards you and then starts trying to climb the wall. So let's see how he does with
What?
that. He gets a 12, which is not enough, so he's down at the bottom, still trying to get his bearings. Sarek, your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and shoot his ass again. Give him
All right.
the old short bow.
You hit.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Then we'll do this, and then we'll do this.
12 all told.
Keeping it up.
Chipping away. Armoros, give me another athletics check.
Sure. Yeah.
7. Yep, so that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Like, you can basically end here.
Cool.
Nice.
Beer. Is my weapon glowing?
Aya, Sarek, as Armoros runs up, you can see this majestic flail sort of like sinewing around in his hands. And Kara, your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna thorn whip him again.
Fair.
This dude's probably
I think
tired
that's a
of
good
it.
strat.
He has like a hail of like thorns coming down on him, like trying to climb.
Was that 7 your thorn whip attempt?
It's like a
Yeah,
very
yeah,
nice
yeah.
beat
Yeah, I
with
failed
that.
on it.
So,
Aya,
Okay. Eldritch Blast!
fire away.
Classic Warlock moves.
Yeah.
Roll it up.
Stay down there, you mouthy man.
-5. Nice. Very nice. Okay, the relic keeper looks up at you and Kara and just like is a burning ball of fury. He hits you twice.
Uh-oh.
Once for 7, once for 11.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I just hit 0.
That's
Sarek, it's your turn.
I just slumped down next to the pit.
yeah. Sark looks over and sees Ankara go, "Uh-oh," and then fall down. Uh-oh, dead. Yeah, I'm going to take another shot at this guy.
Okay.
Finish him.
Get him.
Ooh. 10, unfortunately, is not enough.
Oh,
All right, can I fall back to like here, away? I
Yes,
want
you
to
can.
like give
Yeah.
Armoros room to go in and swing a flail.
Yeah, absolutely. Armoros, what do you do?
Is he close enough for me to hit with a flail? If I get over
He's
the
down
edge?
at the bottom of a pit.
Then I get to the edge here, and I hold action flail.
Okay, so like when he's in range, you're going to flail him?
Yes, sir.
Fair. And Kara, give me a death saving throw. Nice.
Are you
Aya.
down in the pit, Britt?
No, I'm on the edge.
He's up at the top, but on the edge, yeah.
I think my like little feet are dangling over, just like
My
Her
little
little footies.
That's
All
such
right,
a cute
Aya.
image. She's got her little toes dipping in the pit down there. It's like a very
Oh, man.
nice image. Like P's like,
We have totally been forgetting, but he does have disadvantage on the strength saving throws. Or
I
the
don't think
strength
it ever
checks.
came into effect though, because he's
Mm-hmm.
been failing.
Well, he's
on-
been trying to climb out of the pit, but failing
Right.
every time. So, like, yeah, but he has it. It's bad.
All right.
All right, Aya, your turn.
Fucking Eldritch Blast him again. A flurry
Yeah.
of blue.
woo.
Awesome. Full damage. 12.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh.
He's not quite dead.
Oh my
I'm assuming you
God.
step back, Aya.
Yes.
Yeah, he shrieks and screams and throws himself at the wall, trying desperately to climb, failing. Sarek.
Shoot her.
shoot her!
I'll become Muldoon in that moment.
Is that his name?
Yeah, Robert
Yeah.
Muldoon.
Fucking
Muldoon.
Muldoon.
You guys all know
Oh,
his name?
good.
yeah, yeah.
We're all Muldoon.
He lives in the books. I'm not a
Yeah, he
fan.
does.
Look, I notice that I could kill him.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna hold action with my short bow and I need to see Armoros. I'm thinking about my art book now. I'm thinking about my art book, and I'm thinking about, like, a more dramatic depiction of this battle would be a flail slamming into this dude. So I'm going to hold back, and if the flail fails, then I'll jump in with the short bow and shoot.
You could always, like, go to the edge and, like, pepper down arrows at him, giving the help action to Armoros for some sort of flying leap attack.
I will do that. Yeah, all right. Fuck yeah, that sounds great. I'm in.
I'm just imagining you like shooting at his feet and him doing like a little
Yeah, like a little dance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pew, pew, pew.
Armoros, what do you
I guess
do?
I didn't need to roll for that.
What? I definitely don't do a flying, leaping attack to just hit him with the flail. I'm just gonna hold and wait till he's in range. So
I look over at you like,
All
are
right.
you kidding me?
Sarek, I'm not quite sure what you're suggesting makes a whole lot of sense. I just would rather he presents himself vulnerable.
I mean, basically, he's not going to be able to climb up. The walls are hard, and he has disadvantage on strength.
Oh. So he's
not going to make it, man.
I'm going to hit him. Is that what we're doing?
What's that?
He's going to dangle me over the side, and I'm going to hit him. Is that what we're doing?
No.
No.
What's happening here is Sarek is like firing down arrows at this guy
Okay.
to like throw him off his guard, so that if you were going to either like climb down and attack him, which you could maybe do, or like dive down and attack him, you would have advantage on your attack roll.
I think I give him this weird look, and I don't break eye contact as I circle around the edge, pull Ankara off the edge of the lip,
Yeah.
and try to tend to her wounds.
Okay.
And
Are
you feel
trying
very
all-
judgy, by the way. The look that you're getting is judgy.
Are you trying a medicine check?
Yeah.
All right, roll for it.
Medicine. I got a -2 on that. This should go great. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you are terrible at seeing to
So I'm
Ankara's
like
wound.
pumping the shit out of her chest, and I'm blowing into her ear, and her mouth.
You just like hear her ribs crack as you give her CPR. Like,
My spirit's floating above all this, like screaming at everyone for not just killing him.
Instead of bringing her over the edge, I like thump her head against the ground. I'm like,
Just
yeah. Ankara,
her
roll a
wounds
death
are
save.
growing in
yeah,
severity.
of course. Roll a death save. Great, fantastic.
That's a failure. Good. Aya, what do you do?
I look at my party members like, what are you doing?
I'm thumping on her chest now. Like, come on, breathe. Damn it.
Constantly. I am disappointed by your incompetence. And I throw another Eldritch Blast.
Nice.
Which
Oh man, that crit!
I'm
That's the
angry.
only way it could have ended.
I'm freaking pissed.
You also double the hex damage.
Well,
So
he's dead.
roll another 1d6. There you go. So that's 6 plus 12 is 18.
Mhm.
Aya, what does it look like when your Eldritch Blast kills the Relic Keeper?
So you know how like usually my hex manifests as like a form of like grasping soggy hands with like suckers on the end, very deep one-esque that like reach at their legs. You suddenly see like tentacles like wrap up around his legs, bringing him to his knees. And as that happens, you see instead of like the normal, very chill, like Eldritch Blast, both of Aya's hands go above her head, and like a crazed woman, you just see like this like trance come into her eyes, and she speaks in tongues, and a giant like ball of flaming blue just like leaps down and collides with him.
Yeah, go ahead
Awesome.
and roll for it. We'll see if that actually happens. You know what I'm saying?
I already did.
Well, I mean, you know, we'll see what the dice have to say.
Let me add to that, though. The crystal floating above his head snaps so hard it flies right up into her waiting.
Yeah, totally. So yeah, he dies. He falls against the ground. The crystal tinkles to the ground
Son
intact.
of a...
It's fine. It's just at the bottom of a pit.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
So
you hear the
I'm-
snapping and crackling of Ankara's chest as I
Can we take a short rest so we can get Ankara on her feet?
So, verge of death, help me. She seems to be getting into a worse state.
Stop
It takes-
breaking. Oh.
It took 10 minutes to fight the fight, or like, you know, we take the clock forward. It's 10 minutes every time you fight a fight. And then in order to revive Ankara, give her back to 1 hit point, you have to spend 10 minutes attending to her wounds.
That's fine.
And then you could take a 10-minute short rest. Short
you should
rest.
probably do that so she can actually heal.
Okay, so you spend 10 minutes attending to her wounds, bringing her back with 1 HP, and then take a short rest.
Yeah.
I want to say that we make camp at the bottom of the pit, tossing the crystal back and forth between each other, smoking and telling stories. Like just sitting on our victory ground.
Just sitting on top of the chest of the relic keeper.
That's
These
what I
webs
would
actually
do.
make great chairs.
Yeah.
We could use his giant mouth as like the fire
Yes,
pit.
the bonfire comes out of his mouth.
No, we're totally doing this. Yeah, this is exactly.
Awesome.
We all had to go down the pit to get the crystal anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where we're making camp. Can we spend hit die now?
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
Feel free to spend as many hit dice as you
How
want.
do you get advantage on hit die? Is that you tell a story?
Yeah, let's double check exactly what that is. If you share rations over a short rest, anyone who has spent hit dice to heal may re-roll the amount healed and take the higher of the two results.
Okay. I guess I'll do that. That's my last charge on my Dungeoneers pack, though, after the rope. So that's like depleted now.
Killer. Yeah, so you can all roll twice on your hit dice and take the better of the two rolls.
Cool.
Nice.
And again, you've got 3 hit dice. You can spend as many as you want.
That's pretty good. Let's see if I beat that. No, I'll take the 10.
Fair.
So I'm at 17. I'll use one more.
I don't need any, so I'm gonna just sketch
8.
Amuro slaying the
Reroll.
monster with the flail.
I'll take the 8. So I'm at max plus 1 though, right? Because of the mass.
Oh, Fred,
Yes,
I thought that 10 was mine. I got so excited.
Armoros, your mask once
Savvy.
today can store excess healing over and above and beyond your maximum as temporary hit points. So you have 1 temporary HP.
And then, do you want to add the flail later? Or do you want me to do it right now? Or
So it's a flail. You can add it. It's just 1d8, I think, piercing damage. However, Armoros, this is a magic flail. It is a +1 weapon. So instead of your normal +5 to attack, I think it's +6. Oh, even better. Instead of your normal +6, it's a +7.
is it smashing or bludgeon or whatever?
It's a bludgeon. No, it's piercing.
Piercing.
Yep.
I'm sorry, you said it's
It's +1, so it's strength +1, and then 1d8 plus strength +1.
for damage.
Yeah, up under the attack where it says strength, then it's +1. And then damage, 1d8 plus strength +1. Yep.
Cool, I think I got it. What's it called? The flail of.
It's called the Sanctified Flail.
And I am proficient in it, I guess, right?
Yep, absolutely. All martial weapons.
Range at all?
It's a melee weapon, so it's 5-foot range.
Melee. Piercing. Crit is 1d8 as well, I guess.
Yes.
Additional 1d8. Okay, I think I got it. Cool.
There you go.
There's that weapon you've been wanting.
I know. I'm a happy man.
Yeah. While this is happening, can I examine the staff?
Yes. Yeah. I think the way this works is I can tell you what the items are on a short rest, because by the rules, if you spend a short rest investigating an item, then you understand what it is.
Mhm.
But I can't tell you its name or the flavor text until you go to Saloon.
Okay.
So, you know.
I think as we're kind of sitting around, I'm looking at the flail and looking over the pit at the thing. I don't understand its name. He called it the sphincterified flail, but it's quite powerful. You can feel it.
203. All right, fantastic. Aya, this is a staff of the adder.
You're not supposed to tell me the name.
That's just the magical item that it is.
Ah, it has a special name.
You can use a bonus action to speak this staff's command word and make the head of the staff become that of an animate poisonous snake for 1 minute. Oh, by the way, this is an uncommon magical item, and it requires attunement by a cleric, druid, or warlock.
Right. So you can make it your focus.
Attuning magical items to you is like a way of making them work for you. Some magical items are so powerful that you can't use them unless you are attuned to them. And you can only attune a certain number of items at a time.
I'm going to walk over to Ankara with this and hand it to her.
Nice.
And say, I adore you, but I feel like you're better with your spells than you are with your bow. So maybe it's time to take it out of the rotation and use this instead.
Nice. So let's see. Here's what it is. You can turn it into an animate poisonous snake for 1 minute. You can make a melee attack using the snake head, which has a reach of 5 feet. Your proficiency bonus applies to the attack roll. On a hit, the target takes 1d6 piercing damage and must succeed on a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or take 3d6 poison damage.
Jeez.
That's awesome.
It's pretty
The
good.
snake head can be attacked while it is animate. It has an armor class of 15 and 20 hit points. If the head drops to 0 hit points, the staff is destroyed. As long as it is not destroyed, the staff regains all lost hit points when it reverts to its inanimate form.
So, Britt, you can transform into something, and now so can your stack.
Totally.
And she gets the boost of wandering, which can turn into little squirrels, and then she can just.
So let's see.
I could turn into a little squirrel with a giant snake staff.
While we are taking a rest, the Jade Serpent Ring is not magical. So, I'm assuming that Aya looks at these things and identifies Sanctified Flail is magical, Jade Serpent Ring is not, this potion is magical, this crystal is magical, and the staff is magical. Of the potion or the crystal.
She analyzes the broken box, Stephen. What of the
Yeah,
box?
of course. Who wants to spend their short rest examining either the crystal or the potion?
I don't need
I'll
to
do
heal or anything, so I can look through stuff.
Armoros, you were examining the flail. That's how you know that it's magical and what it does.
Nice.
Yeah. Sarek, you're examining which one?
The crystal.
Okay, awesome. This is the Ioun Stone of Sustenance. It requires attunement, and you don't need to eat or drink while this clear spindle orbits your head. And what that means is when you take a short rest, you automatically count as having consumed rations. And so you can automatically roll your hit dice twice and take the better result without needing to spend rations to do it.
Nice.
Cool.
You have a crown. You should give me that so I can have amazing glowing crystals around my head.
Yeah.
It's only fair.
Only fair.
Yeah, Sark looks at you and is just like, I enjoy the pleasure of eating and drinking too much anyway. Just sort of like tosses it away to you.
That's amazing. So yeah, this also requires attunement.
I feel like
Magic item.
whey bread and whatever garbage we eat is not wonderful eating. But I mean, if he enjoys, I'm not going to argue. Salted beef and
it's a time period thing. Those are delicacies. You're just spoiled.
oh my gosh, what is it?
Now,
I was reading, I think like The Hedge Knight, and in it the beef they eat is like so dry and tough that he attempts to soak it in beer just to get it to be like a little bit softer.
And that would be great.
Yeah.
So just so you know, Aya, another creature can grasp this stone and try to separate it from you, either by making a successful attack roll against AC 24 or a successful DC 24 dexterity acrobatics check. So while it's around your head, it is a little bit vulnerable, but yeah.
I'll
Let me
just text
see.
them so that they're not good at doing that.
Sounds like a monkey paw thing to me, where you don't have to eat or drink. It's gonna be like, I can't taste potash. I don't want that. I don't want that shit. I don't want that. Sounds terrible. This is only gonna lead to trouble.
Taste potash.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's gonna be bad news.
Or the rated R version. I can only taste the.
I only taste ass. Is that what you're gonna say? I can't taste but ass. Yeah. It's a weird Pirates of the Caribbean. It's very strange. When all the pirates
You
are
best
like
start
everything.
believing in ass. You're in one.
Cool. So
Not again.
since it's becoming important, attunement, you can attune to items over the course of a short rest. So we could, if you want, we could say that you've all attuned to the items that you have. Jeff, I don't think you need to attune to a magical flail.
I don't think so either.
Let's see. Let's see. Weapon. No.
It's a very butt-centric episode. All of a sudden,
The clip of Jeff saying that is now going to be my sub alert.
Amazing. Yes, Jeff, you don't need to attune, but the others, and Kara and Aya, both of you can attune to your items over this short rest if you like.
Yeah.
And you can only be attuned to a maximum of 3 magic items at a time. So there are a number of magic items that don't require attunement, like magic weapons, but these ones do. So there you go. And that, I think, is where we should end today's episode.
yeah. I mean, yay.
Congratulations. Well done. Oh, I definitely need to give you gold for killing that guy.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Double check what CR he is. Oh, 5.
I can't remember seeing. Is he the kind of guy that comes back? He is. Isn't
No,
he? No.
he is not.
Yeah, he
He's
ran
not.
away before.
Oh, he did. He ran away.
Yeah.
to
Not
darkness.
Shadowburned. Yep.
We still don't know much about why that is.
I like that the only way we could beat him barely was by getting him trapped in a pit.
I like how we got him to jump in the pit willingly.
There were some excellent shenanigans. Really good.
There was no way we were going to beat him fair and
Sorry,
square.
Steve,
No.
on a short break, I get second wind back, right? And
Yes.
my superiority.
And
superiority dice?
second wind and your superiority dice and your
hit die? No, not hit dice.
your attaction. Your
Oh, right, the
second
potion.
wind and
Action
your
surge.
action surge.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
That's
You handed me that potion, right, Aya?
Yeah.
What was that, Steven?
Nobody's spent a short rest investigating it.
The potion of +6 strength. I think.
Can
it's
I?
We can take it back to Saloon and have everything
Yeah.
looked at.
I guess we'll take
Really?
it with us. Because I spent my turn attuning to this staff thing, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I'll keep it with me and we'll check when we go back.
Cool. So yeah, thank you for an excellent show today, y'all. This was awesome. I loved your ridiculous shenanigans with the Relic Keeper. I'm gonna let you take it away and help us kick it off.
Yeah.
I like when he heard the relics getting taken. He's like, "Ugh, Patrician, are we sure?"
Are you really sure you want to do this?
Let's go around this screen real quick and see what people are up to this week. Britt, what's going on with you?
Just still being me, still being Britt Wiseman. Today was really fun. Steven shakes his head. It warms my heart. So to see that, I'll never stop saying this. I don't know. I'm not doing anything. I'm working, man. I'm working. So you guys all have stuff going on. So please go watch all these lovely people.
Have
do
you
their
had kids yet,
shows.
Britt? Have you thought about having kids?
Wow.
Yeah, I got that taken care of between last episode and this episode.
Good.
I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't want to be like one of those moms, you know. So
Fired out a few kids.
I did it. I'm back to work.
As you should.
They're fine. I don't know. Nothing special. So watch my friends. Thanks for watching here. I don't know. Have a great Valentine's Day. I love you, whoever you are.
Hmm.
And see you next week. What? I mean, listen, people need to be
Need to be loved.
loved.
But it's
I'm
such an
sending love into the universe
It's such an
for anyone who
indiscriminate
needs
love.
it.
Like it was such a flippant, like whoever you are.
Yeah, I like how there's some.
you know,
like,
I
oh,
guess
is
For
that love?
whoever needs it. It's not, yeah. I'm not aiming it at
Britt
anyone.
Wiseman's my Valentine's?
Here you go. This is
Yeah.
what you get.
It's
Whatever
not
that
a big
means
thing.
to
You don't
you.
need to make it into a big thing. It's just love. It's just everybody
That's
gets
another
love.
thing I just love. I don't know. You figure it out. I don't know. I'm not going to touch it. So I passed the ball. It's off of me now. There you go. Happy Valentine's Day. Next. Who's next? I'm done. I'm going to stop talking.
When you see like the logo, the Always Sunny logo, which is good.
He makes an awkward exit.
Jeff, what are you doing this week?
Oh, thank you, Jesse. Well, it was an awesome show. I had a lot of fun. This time I didn't end up the one dead in the pit, so it was really delicious. Actually, I did. Never mind. It was just... I forgot for 1 second there. But I did get a magical item, so basically I'll be happy for, at least 5 or 6 weeks. For me personally, I'll be streaming the next few days, and then I'm going to go visit my sister this weekend and get some more work done on my tattoo and see some family. She just turned 30. which is weird. She's my middle sibling, younger sister, turning 30. So I guess we're all kind of adults now. It's kind of weird. And then next week I'll be around. I'll be on for the next episode, but then a day or two later, I'm hopping on a plane to Poland to go commentate some StarCraft. So busy. Wouldn't have it any other way. Oh, also follow my stuff at In Control TV if you don't mind. That's it.
Broads, what you up to?
Hi, hello. I'm that bronze girl. You can catch me in various shenanigans around the internet, I guess. Unlike Brit, I don't love you all unconditionally. My love is very conditional.
Fair enough.
So that's just something to keep in mind. Let's see. What do I do other than this? I'm on my channel, at that bronze girl on Twitter and Twitch. I stream early as fuck in the mornings though, so I don't know how many of y'all can come through and hang out. I'm a morning person. Also, you can find me on Relics and Rarities because I played D&D with Kevin Smith and Charlie Cox, and it's no big deal. It's not a big deal.
Cox. Did Jesse know about this?
No.
Yeah, it's made it my life goal to play D&D with all of the famous Coxes.
I was gonna ask, is there ever a point where there's too much Cox in your life, do you think? Or is it just like you're not at capacity yet, you could fit more in as well.
Isn't any amount of Cox really too much?
Yeah, maybe not all in the same campaign. Like you want to spread your Cox out.
Yeah.
Because you want to maintain your vigor, and too many Cox at one time
can sap
really
you.
It's like Bilbo says, too much butter or too little butter spread over
draped over too much bread.
Yeah.
That's a really good saying. And it kind of works with the
You want to watch out for your butter when you're thinking about how many Coxes you should have.
It not taste, but ass.
I'm done. Next.
Well, I forgot one thing. Britt and I are putting together a talk show. You're not Britt, Jesus.
I was like, we are?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it makes sense in a second. Bronze and I are doing a talk show. We're just talking about cool stuff, and these people are all cool. So we'll ask you guys at some point, obviously.
Nice.
What?
Cool.
It's kind of funny because it's another moment where I'm doing a D&D show and I'm like, wow, Bronze is really cool, and I want to do a talk show with them, like DJ Wheat. But that's just what happens. So we'll do that in the future.
Killer.
Oof. All right, now. Moving on very quickly. Steve, no. All right. Skipping over Steven. That's it, good. Everybody. Thank you so much.
That was way better than mine. That's what I was trying to do.
It's really good.
You best believe you're in an ass.
I got your back.
Steven, what are you doing this week? What's happening with you?
I'm working. I'm writing up some D&D. It's been real good. I had a couple people message me recently to be like, Steven, like, is there anywhere I can like buy, download, rent, like grab like a dungeon or like a run through that is like the Sunfall Cycle or something like it? That would be super, super cool. But like the work necessary to take a role-playing game from a thing I can run to a thing I can sell is like 80% of the effort. So what I had to say to those people is it's so much work. Maybe someday, and it might be possible to like grab a portion of it and then like tie it off as like a convenient little experience thing. But it's awesome to see people interested. I'm just really glad that everybody's enjoying the show. Thank you all so much. And thank you to my players for just being amazing and doing so much awesome Dungeons and Dragons inside of this awesome experiment. So y'all are killing it, and I love it.
Back at
and you can find me on Twitter at Silent Osiris. The O is still a 0. I yell about video games a lot.
And you may or may not be working on a game on behalf of Gorilla, right?
I am working for Gorilla. I may or may not be working on a game that I can't tell you about.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
Always.
All right. Movie too, though. That's it for us. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back next week with some more. And until then, remember, keep your friends close and
make the bunny sweat.
Make the bunny sweat. Ew. Bye, everybody.
Yeah. Oof.
You know, where's the payoff?
Bring the strippers and booze.
We do occasionally talk about video games.
Bring the strippers and booze. I don't have time for video games. Bring the strippers and booze.
Oh, thank God, I don't need pants now.
Hey, JC, what are you doing? Not much. Making a fortune. It's a professional broadcast.
Yeah, now sing music.
It's a professional broadcast. Bring the strippers and booze. It's a professional broadcast.
I'm here to ask and answer one simple question.
It's a professional broadcast. You